Hello and welcome back. I'm your host with the most, TheChronicToast. Today, we are diving right back into BattleTech Extended 3025 Commander's Edition mod for Harebrained Schemes BattleTech video game. Oh man, how's it going, everyone? Looks like all sorts of crazy stuff happening in chat and in the world as well. For those of you that are new, that are here watching in Twitch or over on YouTube or heck, over on Video on Demand here later on Twitch itself. That is right, I am TheChronicToast. I go through and do a lot of stuff here on Twitch, have some other content over on YouTube as well. But today, we are playing some super casual video games, trying to make some poor decisions here in BattleTech Extended and having a blast along the way. Oh man, looks like we got Havoc, Robo, Guyver, Narek, and oh man, the whole crew here in chat. How is it going? Hopefully everyone's day is going A-okay, and if it's not, hopefully we can bring a little bit of adventure to it, make it a little bit better. Let's see here. Oh man, so if the audio sounds okay, let me know. If not, let me know as well. I've checked everything on my end and I think it's okay. If not, give me a holler. So let's see here. Guyver says, oh no, Guyver, Ohio just went on lockdown. That is a huge bummer. So Narek says your volume is really low. Okay. Chat, how does the rest of the audio sound? I think everything is okay on my end right now. If not, let me know and I can see what I can do. Does it sound okay? Is it just low? There's not really too much more than I can adjust up on my end without just slamming through into the red on everything. So yeah, that's right, Havoc. Good vibes indeed. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Let's see here. We're going to take a look through here and take a look at our pilots, make sure we're good to go with them while we get some check-in on the audio from chat. Guyver, Narek, Havoc, Robo, let me know if the audio sounds A-okay. I think it's okay on my end, but I want to make sure that it's not something that I'm missing. So let's see here. aka Cobalt is still pushing straight at the piloting tree.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Ooh, Coffee Grinder. Finally going to be able to get that breaching shot. Super, super cool. Oh, man. That's going to be fantastic. That's going to be awesome. Let's see. Chaotic Looney. Okay. Yeah, that's really odd, Narek. Let me know if it gets worse or if it shifts around. Because I haven't changed anything on my end. However, that doesn't mean that something hasn't been shifted around, right? Yeah, I know a couple other channels run a little bit louder usually than mine does, such as Tug Bobo and crew. Their channel usually runs a little bit louder. But like I said, if it ends up being an issue, let me know. Data King says audio isn't loud enough. You can't hear the screams of our enemies. Well, Data King, that's because friends and enemies. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. But in all seriousness, Data King, if the audio sounds okay, let me know. I'm not sure what else I can do on my end to boost it. I'm pretty much maxed out without clipping on my end. Hopefully it's not a Twitch issue. But let's see here. Chaotic Looney's still doing pretty good. And okay. Narek, let me know. And if it ends up being an issue, maybe we can help resolve it as a community. I've had some weird stuff like this happen before as well. Where I'll be watching someone and they'll come back the next day and I just have to crank everything, right? So let me know and we'll figure it out. I've been there, buddy. Trust me, it's a head scratcher, man. Makes you ask the question on why. So Sarvik, we're still working up towards a breaching shot. We're getting closer. We're getting real close. Data King 1 getting even closer to that Master Tactician. Oh, baby. Oh, man. That's right. Dead Man Splat. Fours across the board. D1982 getting real close as well to, that's right, Coolant Vent. Dr. Grimm, we're still trying to figure out which one we want to go for. I think we're going to daisy step our way up and probably go for Coolant Vent. We'll see. Flavolicious still pushing and pushing. 36 XP. It's going to be a little while, but we'll get there. Garrison, our smash and potato pilot, again pushing towards Coolant Vent. HBFT Gaming getting closer as well. A little ways to go for Evasive Expert. Little Miss Spookiness, again, working towards that Master Tactician. Mellow 7, working up towards Breaching Shot, getting pretty darn close on that as well. Ah, Nerix says we're fine. Awesome. Cool, cool. Rack 386. Again, working real close to this. It's going to be a little bit, but we'll get there. Spinniest Thor. Oh, man. Fours across the board. We really have to make some decisions now. Oh, man. What do we want to do with Spinny? What do we want to do? Ah, man. Cool Event is just something that I can't get enough of. So we're going to go up that tree right there. 338 XP left over. Oh, man. And what do we have left? We have Tin Can Pops, our newest addition to the pilot pool and subscriber. If you're out there listening, Tin Can, hopefully it's going good for you. Still building up that XP. Our first cool event pilot, which is super, super cool. And Toast, of course, is pushing again to max out the piloting tree. Trying to prove that 2 gunnery can indeed get it done. And for the most part, that seems to be true. For the most part. Let's see. With that, we'll take a look at our mechs. Just do some quick little housekeeping here. Looks like we do have to repair the Osel and as well as the Wolverine. And so that means we've got 2 mediums, 3 mediums, and a light left for missions here on this planet. Let's take a look and see what we have here for contracts. Oh, man. A 1 skull, it's really not going to be worth the cash because we're going to spend up a good half of this already. And it's an ambush convoy. So we're going to spend a half of that already on drop costs. And ambush convoy is a little swingy, maybe not for 1 skull, but it can be. This is a lot of cash for a 1.5 skull. I gotta be truthful, but it's an escort mission. We've had some issues with those, so we're gonna leave off on that. This is not enough cash for what we want to do, and we're not quite above 3 million C-bills, so we're gonna be focusing on cash right now. This right here, oh, it's another escort mission. Shoot, another escort mission and a 3 skull. Oh my gosh, ladies and gents, I have a feeling that we are done at this planet for now. And let's see, where can we go? That's a decent amount of C-bills. It's a straight up battle in a polar environment too. In Amber, it's 40 days away though. That's a lot. Ambush convoy, 1.5 skulls in the desert to Sunnywood. Okay. And this would flip the system for the Urano restoration. That's a decent amount of C-bills too. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Sunnywood could be one. 17 days to Faldor. Faldor? I guess how you say that. Jaldor, one of the two. Again, battle. That's against the Urano. Decent amount right there. Yeah, so let's go see where Faldor is and Sunnywood over here on the star map. And that's probably going to be where we head most likely. If they're not planets that we've already visited, right? So I don't see anything too terribly close, so we're going to take a look. What is this? That's Faldor. We haven't been there yet. Geothermal, Ice World, Mining Periphery, and Token Population. 4 factions there. That's not too bad. And this one up here is Sunnywood. Desert, High Gravity, Mining Moons. Uninhabited. That's a little bit less exciting. Simply because, well, yeah, uninhabited means the stores aren't likely going to be that great. So we're probably going to go to Faldor. We'll probably take that travel contract. And we'll see what happens. Oh, man. Ladies and gents, I am superbly super excited to be diving back into BattleTech today. It's been an interesting week. It's been a fun early start to the weekend. And today being Sunday, which is always kind of a toss-up. You never really know what's going to happen. But generally, we're here to just kind of chill out, have some fun, make some bad decisions in BattleTech, and see what happens as a result of them. So that's what we are going to do. Let's see if I can't find this one here. Not Amber. Faldor. Working for the Capellans, actually. So, 2 skull, Polar, Faldor. We haven't been there yet. Let's dive in. This sounds like a lot of fun. Let's see. We're above 1.5 million C-bills. We are below 3 million C-bills. We'll leave it right here in the middle. Pick one, get 4. Just under 250,000 C-bills. Not too bad. That we're going to drop down and rep with the Uranos, but hey, that is A-okay. Let's get kicking. Oh, baby. Oh, man. So what's everyone up to today? If you're out there on the YouTube world or here in Twitch chat, hopefully things are going good. If you're watching a video on demand, hit me up over on Twitter, as you do. So, yeah, today is just kind of chilling out and playing some BattleTech. And tonight, we're going to continue to do some editing. Probably going to watch some Tug Bobo streaming later on this evening. I'm sure he'll pop into chat here before too long. And while I am working from home, I still have to go to work technically tomorrow. So what that means is I'll be hunkered down in front of the computer tippy tapping away on the keyboard, clicking on the mouse, doing all the fun stuff that helps keep the thing moving, company and all that. So, oh man, you lot are getting expensive. Oh my gosh, 600,000 C-bills a month. Oh man, we're gonna have to find some bigger contracts. Let's see here. We're gonna leave it right down the middle. Hit accept, and golly gee whiz, man. You're gonna hit play there. Let's see. Derek says a bit of both. Also doing some homework. Yeah, and I hear you, man. It's not all fun and games. Still got to do some stuff, hey. Data King 1 says, was up at the butt crack of dawn today to take care of something for work, so semi-sleep deprived, but other than that, all good here. Well, I hear you, man. Hopefully things go well for you. And, ooh, let's see what we have here as well. Oh, man. Oh, baby. Disturbing behavior. Has Dr. Grimm and Garrison in it, so we'll see what this is about. After receiving a message about a situation on the mess deck, you find yourself in the middle of a crisis. Dr. Grimm stands on the wrong side of the galley counter, holding a terrified cook by the arm and snarling. Garrison approaches, hands raised. You've got to let her go, Dr. Grimm. She didn't mean anything. As you step over a fallen lunch tray, the cook gasps, Commander! Dr. Grimm looks at you, still squeezing the cook's arm. You didn't hear her, Commander. You didn't see her face. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Let's see. Well, this is a... Oh, gosh. I really want to exercise zero tolerance because this is a pirate ship, but I don't know what that's going to do. Dr. Grimm, fingers crossed, buddy. Fingers crossed this doesn't go horribly wrong, bud. Oh, man, let's see. Zero tolerance, man. It's a pirate ship. You cause of trouble, out you go. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, man. Dr. Grimm. Sorry, man. Oh, dude. Ladies and gents, if we see Dr. Grimm in chat here in the coming hours or the coming days, let him know I apologize. Oh, man. Darius arrives behind you as you come to a decision. You look the crazed mech warrior in the eye and raise your voice to bark a command. We do not assault our support crew, ever. Darius, get this idiot off my ship. Dr. Grimm releases the cook and begins yelling at you instead. You can't do that. I'm the best mech warrior you got. And if you get rid of me, this company will be sunk. At your signal, Darius and Garrison strong arm him off the mess deck. As the ranting disappears into the distance, you attend to the cook. She glances at the shocked diners, gives you a solo nod of gratitude, and then begins cleaning up the spilled food. Oh, man. Dr. Grimm is no longer with the company. Morale decreased by 2. Oh. Golly gee whiz, man. Guess that's what we get for running a pirate ship. Holy wow. That's right, Data King. Apparently Dr. Grimm is fed up with the ramen. Oh, ladies and gents, F's in chat for Dr. Grimm. At least he's out there leaving on his own terms. I guess. Fingers crossed. I'm not really sure. Man, what a start to a stream. Hey, Ragged Edge 82. How's it going? Oh, man. That's the first time I've had that happen. That's a huge, crazy deal. Holy wow. Huh. Okay. Well, let's see. Can we get any mech warriors just yet? We're still in transit, so we need to hire a new mech warrior, and that means we're gonna definitely take a look at our follower pool. So those that are out there in chat watching, if you do hit that follow button, do get your name added into the follower pool. If you want to subscribe to the channel, very much appreciated. You get your name added up towards near the very beginning of that. So let's see. Data King 1 says, so we've graduated from off-stream catastrophes to on-stream catastrophes. That's right, man. That's right. Thankfully today, nothing really crazy happened beforehand. So yeah, we booted him off the ship mid-transit. Pirate ship to the extreme. Oh, out the airlock. I'm pretty sure that's how that worked. Oh, man. Part of me feels bad, and part of me is just laughing a little bit. Oh, goodness. Goodness indeed. Oh, man. So how's it going, Ragged Edge? Welcome. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the fun times. Holy cow, man. Wow. Wow. He'll remember the ramen. That is for sure. That is definitely for sure. Well, let's get where we're going. The next individual we have that is on deck is, of course, Havoc Robo. Thank you much for the subscription earlier. And Cutback the Gamer, thank you much for the sneaky follow about 13 hours ago. Very much appreciated. Your name has been added to the pilot list. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Hey, Stegosaurus. How's it going, man? We spaced her really good. That's right. Oh, man. And we'll never look at the doodles the same. It's true. Oh, man. Oh, Reagan, I'm really, really sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully, fingers crossed, all the stuff that's going on in the world ends up yielding better things soon, right? I know a lot of different places are going into lockdown or shelter in place and stuff like that. So fingers crossed, it all works out. Havoc, if you're in chat, buddy, we're about ready to put your pilot in. So let's go to the hiring hall. Let's see who we have. Oh, golly, gee whiz goodness. Oh, man. Paint is automatically a good choice here. Expensive, but a good choice. Oh, man, let's see here.
Ready for orders.
Canopian Commoner, Mercenary Recruit, Mercenary Corporal, Mercenary Lance Corporal. Holy cow, okay. Military, well, you don't say. Spacer. Command. Ooh, nice. Let's see. The hire is 72. Base pay is 36, which isn't too bad, unless that is the base pay before all this other jazz that's out here. Wow, Wizard is
Standing by.
okay. Not so bad. Not so bad.
Waiting for
I have a feeling that we're gonna go through here. We're probably gonna hire up Paint and Havoc Robo. That is gonna be your new pilot. Oh man. Oh buddy. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Havoc Robo to the chat. For those of you that do not already know, Havoc Robo also does some awesome streaming. He's been doing MechWarrior 5, BattleTech, MechWarrior Online, all that jazz. And I would be remiss to also not shout out Data King 1 as well. Two individuals that are here in chat. And they also do a lot of really, really cool streaming. They do a lot of fun stuff. So if you get the chance, go check them out. They're an absolute blast. So that's right, Data King. Havoc Robo is expensive. Oh, man. Hopefully not high maintenance. We will see. Oh, man. So let's go over to the barracks. Let's go and get Havoc Robo's name switched on over. Let's see what we got here. That's right. We're looking for Paint.
Commander.
Going in and customizing. And the call sign is going to be Havoc Robo. Oh, man. Now, Havoc, if you're out there watching, I know you're here in chat. If there's anything that you want to change here, let me know. I'm not really sure which voice is the one that we dislike. I think it's voice 19. But if there's anything you want to change here in chat, whether it's names, colors, outfit, thing like that, just let me know, whether it's here on chat or off. Or on stream or off, and we'll get it squared away. Otherwise, here you go, man. Here's your pilot.
Standing by.
Oh, man. Welcome to the Burnt Toast Brigade, buddy. And we already got some extra stuff here. We're going to bump that up on tactics. We now have 2 coolant vent pilots. Fantastic. Super, super awesome. Very, very cool. Now, let's see here. Before we go in, we're going to take a look at the store. Not that we can really afford anything. And let's just see what we have. Dervish Locust Striker would be really cool to pick up. It's an 80-ton mech. Wolverine, we don't need extra parts. A lot of interesting ballistics here. Some heat sinks. I'm not seeing anything really crazy rare. We already have some AC-20s. And yeah, none of these are actually the damaged ones, which would be particularly tantalizing, as it were. But with that, let's go over here to the contracts. We have one that we can automatically launch on. Man, priority missions are now at the top. This just jumps around all over the place. It's super weird. Looks like we have some decent ones here. We can do a lot of 2 skulls. No idea on whether those are actually against the pirates or not, but we're going to find out. So we're going to dive into this one here. Working for the Capellans, which we have not done in quite some time. So let's see, what do we have for our pilots and our mechs? We have just about everything squared away here. I'm not going to run with the Phoenix Hawk. I think I'm going to run with the Griffin. And Oh man, I think we have our normal kind of rounder Wolverine. We've got our long range Wolverine, which has been working out surprisingly well. So this mission went from a 2 skull down to a 1 skull in transit. So that's good for us. Um, so that means it could flex up to a 2 skull. You know, I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take out the Phoenix Hawks, and that way we can save some of our better mechs just in case we need it. And oh man, let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Who do we want to roll in? We have Havoc Robo right off the bat, who I think we're gonna stick into the Wolverine. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think this mech run's pretty cold, but we'll see. Well, no, we want to stick him into one of these over here. We'll do that. We'll stick him over here in the Phoenix Hawk. And who else do we have that can shoot really, really good? First off, we're gonna put Tin Can Pops over here into the Phoenix Hawk. That's a really good question. Data King 1 can't really shoot super great, but we'll switch it up this way. Data King 1, you get yourself a Phoenix Hawk, and I guess we'll stick Starvik over here in the Ostel. That's right, we're a twin large laser disaster monkey. That's right, causing chaos and havoc, all that good stuff. And now that we actually have Havoc Chaos created, he is now on the team, man. That's right, but you can punch things in the face on occasion. You can do it pretty darn decent, too. All things considered. Let's reach down into the grab bag of voice thumb and see what we can pull up. Oh, man. All right, what do we have here? We're getting a number of reports from agents on the ground of a powerful mech sporting restoration colors. A single mech operating on its own out in the middle of nowhere sounds like a trap. Our plan is to spring this trap and see who comes to investigate. Engage the mech, intercept the forces of the Arano Restoration, sends to defend it, and destroys them all. Forewarned is forewarned, sure, but it's still meant to be a trap. This could get dicey, baby. Well, I sure hope you got your loaded dice, Darius, because this 2 skull went to a 1 skull and it might flex back. Let's see what happens. We're in the area where the restoration mech was sighted. Move up and make contact. Let's see what sort of trap this is. Stay alert, Commander. Oliveira out.
The cold might help with our heat dispersal.
Oh, baby. Oh, man. So, I have not played on this map in quite some time. Wow, okay. So, we're not quite in the corner, but we got a road, a huge complex up here, and this up here is where our enemy units are. The map boundary is decently big, so we could see reinforcements, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's dash up here on the road, and we're already seeing enemy contact in the general area where we expected. We only see one for now. I mean, this 1 skull mission could flex even lower, and this could be a complete cakewalk, but hey, it is what it is. So we are in this for the first mission of the day. Took a little bit to get to it, but you know what? Oh, it's only a 20-ton mech. Golly gee whiz. Let's see. What do we want to do? Guess we can get the Phoenix Hawks sprinting towards danger. And there's the second one, and that's going to be your reinforcements? Is that is that going to be it?
We've got an unknown.
Oh, man. A Locust 1v and 2 unknown mechs. Ladies and gents, fingers crossed this ends up being the cakewalk that we think it just might be. We're getting up here with our Phoenix Hawks. Remember, with these we can jump. And whenever we do jump, we get a 10% damage increase, which bumps those medium lasers from 25 all the way up to just about 30, which is really, really fantastic. At least that's what it feels like anyway. So you can see if you click on these here, they got 25. And when we do the jump, they get up to 30 damage, which is really, really nice. It seems more than a 10% damage boost, but hey, I'll take it.
Aye, aye.
So we're going to roll up here. This is going to be our LRM Wolverine. We're going to stand back here and cover. And, really not that great of chances to hit on that. Even if we get closer, it's really not that good. So, we're going to do it anyway.
Copy that.
But, let's see. Guyver said, just got a call from my job. As of today, I'm officially laid off for a minimum of 2 weeks or until the Ohio governor lifts the stay-at-home ban. Sorry to hear that, Guyver. That's a bummer, man. So hopefully things work out, but at the very least, we can be here for you today and whenever we stream up next. So you ever want to talk about stuff, man, we're here for you. Let's see. We're gonna try to. Oh, man, these things are 25% down, 18% chance to hit. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try to get some damage in there. We got a few structure exposed. Torso's already bumped up, and Sarvik rolling up here. It's okay if we get into near point blank range. We do have the large lasers, which are gonna roll through. That's right. It is what it is. We do the best with what we can, man. Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Golly gee whiz. Oh, man. Panic level critical. That is at least one. Oh, dude. Completely one pilot injury. Another Locust 1v coming in. Ladies and gents, I believe we probably should have brought our fire starters. This mission is definitely... They're paying us pretty good for what we're fighting. So... Hey, Quetus, how's it going? Good quarantine afternoon and all. That's right, man. Yeah, Data King. Sorry to hear, Guyver. Hopefully Congress comes through with that aid they're talking about soon. Yeah, fingers crossed, man. Let's see here. Phoenix Hawks, we're going to have them roll forward. Actually, we're going to have them jump. We got to remember that we can do that. We're not DFAing on these mechs just yet. We don't really need to. But we do get that damage boost across the board. So we're going to go with medium laser and the small laser. Lots of misses, but there it is. Data King 1, Dana Koenig getting the first kill of the day. Showing that with 2 gunnery, he can indeed shoot stuff good enough to kill it. Oh, baby. Oh, man. That's right. Someone just got toasted. Oh, yeah. Now, let's see. We're going to move up here. Again, a little bit better. Triple L or M10s. We're not really getting the best opportunity to shoot these things. 3 Locust 1Vs. Ladies and gents, man, what are we facing? Triple Locust 1Vs. Wow, we definitely brought in way too much tonnage for this mission. So that's right, Data King. You hit something for sure. Even a blind drunk finds a bar every now and then. That's right, man. That's right, Quetus, DK, Guyver, and Eric. Seems like a pretty consistent community. Yeah, we have a pretty solid community across a large number of the streamers, whether it's myself, Data King, Havoc, Tug, HBFT_gaming, channel_Doyle, a few of the other ones out there as well. It's a pretty solid crew, so we have a lot of fun, and generally we talk about stuff without, ruining friendships. We do a pretty good job of that for the most part, so it's a pretty good crew. I enjoy it quite a bit. Oh, man, the CT's open wide open. So, yeah, we're definitely not going to be doing any DFA action here. And, oh, man, Havoc Robo is getting his first mission of the entire playthrough. So, here we go. Getting some good jump action in. 27-14 and 52%. Yeah, we'll roll with that. Boom! CT destroyed. Havoc Robo getting the first kill of the adventure. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's right, Quetus. Doyle's primer on BEX3025 is a little bit old, but it's still very, very true. And if you guys are interested, you can go check out BattleTech Extended 3025 over on the Nexus Mods page. Keep in mind that it is compatible for BattleTech 1.8. It has not yet been updated for 1.9 just yet. But just make sure you roll back your BattleTech and you should be able to install it. Follow the instructions pretty closely to what's listed out in the Nexus Mods page. There are a couple little gotcha moments in there, so if you follow those instructions, it should install pretty darn good. If you do have any questions, you can reach out in that particular forum, or you can reach out to the 3025 Discord page for any technical questions, bug reports, things like that. And that link to the Discord page is inside the post that's there on Nexus Mod page. So, alrighty, man, no worries. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns, and we can either help you out during the stream with chat or afterwards. So, yeah, definitely. It's a good mod. So let's see here. We're going to pivot around here with the Wolverine. Now, we don't want to get too close, but we're still doing what we can. The best chances to hit we had all mission. Here we go. Getting some damage in. Nicely done indeed. Yeah, I absolutely love this mod, Data King. The balance feels right. The challenges feel pretty good, and it hasn't felt stale. Like it's still doing a thing and having a lot of fun. So, oh, we're getting a little bit hot with Data King 1. We're gonna turn off one of those small lasers. Look at that, better than 50% average to hit, and you can see what all the modifiers are: target move, target size, enemy effects, all that jazz. Let's get rolling. Here we go. Oh man, there goes an arm. armor is already ripped off. Doing a good job. Good work. All that cool stuff. Man, English is hard today. Oh, I'm just so excited to be playing BattleTech again.
Ready for orders.
So much fun. We're going to jump in here. Jump onto some unstable ground with Havoc Robo. That's A-okay. Get a chance to fire these two things off. Left torso destroyed. Pilot injury. Finally getting stressed. That is good to go. Oh, man. And Sarvik. Sarvik is probably going to get the kill here if he has anything to say about it. If you're out there watching Sarvik, hopefully you're having a good one, man. Hitting that fire button. Here we go. Right leg destroyed. CT destroyed. Oh, man. Sarvik getting the kill. Oh, baby. That's right. That's all of them, Commander. Good shooting. Darn tootin', Darius. Oh, man. It's a nice ego boost picking on some poor locusts. Well, I tell you what, they were already 25% armor down as well. So I'm pretty sure this 2 skull that we got, that we traveled here for, that became a 1 skull, just flexed down to a half skull. So, you know, look at that payout. We actually lost money on this. Ah, man. Golly gee whiz, just on drop cost alone. So, yeah, pretty much flexed down to a zero skull and cost us cash. That being said, hey, we got free travel, which is good. So that helped out, as it usually does. Disputed salvage. Who's it against? Liao. We're going to refuse it, man. Sorry. Look at all those Locust 1v parts, ladies and gents. Oh, man. Pick 2, get 5. Oh, I thought it was a pick 1, get 4. I don't know what's going on with this stuff, but we're going to go for it. We're going to get some Locust parts, I guess. Oh, man. Wow. What a stellar deal. Oh, golly gee whiz, man. Thinking we're going to take a swig of coffee. Oh, buddy. Ah, delicious, delicious Java. That's right. Ah, so what's chat up to this afternoon? Anyone got anything interesting or intriguing going on this evening? For us, it's, again, just kind of, you know, prepping up some videos and all that jazz. And for those that are watching that are kind of wondering, hey, why am I not building any mechs right here? We kind of have some self-imposed house rules where we're not going to build any of these variants until we get 8 pieces. The only way that we would start building stuff by having different pieces of different variants to build unique things is if we have all of the engineering Argo upgrades completely unlocked. Then we'll start diving down that road. But we are 8 pieces per mech builds. Everything is on low salvage, low payout. Everything's on super slow, low XP gain. And the enemy AI, however, is on normal. So if you were to add up all those modifiers, we're definitely well over the simulation threshold. So masochistic settings. That's right, Data King. And hence Brutality campaign. We're trying to basically find out how hard it is to make this. Now, we are really close to allying with the pirates as a faction. And once we do that, it's going to be very, very difficult to find missions in general. And so I'm really curious to see how badly that goes, to be honest. So we'll find that out. But man, look at this. We got the light side, we got the dark side. We're right here at that evening zone. You see kind of right here, it's the beautiful color starting to switch over from blue into dusk. The dark side over here is just pitch black. Man, this game is so beautiful when it wants to be. I love it. It's super, super good. But with that being said, let's go see what we have for missions. Now, for those of you that are new, these priority missions, what this means is you travel to a planet and you are on contract at that planet for 3 to 5 weeks until that planet flips. You're basically signing yourselves up for a dedicated military campaign on that world. And so if you do not have enough mechs, if you do not have enough pilots, that is a problem because you'll start missing missions. Now, a lot of people ask the question on, hey, when I take these, I got there, I did the mission, there were no missions left, so I left the planet, and the game kind of sometimes breaks. So what I would recommend is if you did a mission and you have no more missions, you're still being paid to be on that planet. And so just hit that play button, put time back on the clock. New missions will eventually generate up, and sometimes you'll get some options on which ones you want to tackle. And so that's kind of generally a rough, quick rundown of how priority missions work. Once we get a few more heavies, we're probably going to start taking these on just so that we can have a bit more survivability, even if the missions are a little bit smaller. But at the end of these, you basically get a loot box, which is super, super cool. Similar to some of the flashpoints and whatnot, you get similar rewards. Now down here, looks like intermixed here. Anything with a planet is a travel mission. We can take these to go to a different planetary system to take a mission. But right now, we're going to take a look at the 2 skulls. The B team is pretty cool, but I do not want to take a single mech in for this. This sounds like an absolute disaster waiting to happen. Recovery on a polar could be good. Payroll seizure could be good as well. Fireworks as target acquisition. These can be rough. We'll see if we need to take that. Data liberation, again, could be good. We're just going to piss off the Your Honor Restoration, but that's all right with us. And then we start getting to the very, very difficult ones, supply lines. This is a 2.5 skull. It doesn't pay that great. We'll have to see on that. Maybe we'll have enough C-bills where we can dive into this for salvage, but even then, it's not a really, really high number. So then beyond that, you've got a lot of stuff over here. Can't stop the signal. Always makes me think of Firefly. Always cracks me up. So let's dive into here. Let's do Embassy Restraction. It's a straight up recovery. Oh man, that doesn't pay that great though. Let's do Data Liberation. Oh man. Fireworks. And oh dude, they're all target acquisition missions. That's really rough. That's really rough. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, because 233,000 C-bills, we're not going to make a lot of cash doing those, unfortunately. We could make some cash on this as a 1 skull. We'll probably do that here before we end the day a few hours from now, 3-4 hours from now. Oh man, let's do it. Let's dive into either Data Liberation or Fireworks. We can do one of these two. This one pays a little bit better, so we'll do that. Target acquisition missions, ladies and gents. Let's see what we have happen with this. Again, we need the cash. The drop costs are going to kill us a little bit. Straight down the middle, here we go. Actually, I take that back. We are below 1.5 million C-bills. What that means is we actually are now prioritizing cash above anything else. So this is going to be pick 0, get 3, 500,000 C-bills before drop costs. This one won't be that terrible. Again, this is kind of our house rule, house limit, where it's below 1.5 million. We're going to focus on the C-bills because y'all are expensive over here. 6,000 C-bills a month. Boy, golly gee whiz. So we're going to take out some of our more bigger, badder mechs. The drop costs over here are going to be a little bit higher. 144,000 C-bills. But I want to make sure that we actually can keep going through and not losing stuff out on a lot of, how do you say, damage and repairs. So the bigger we are, the drop costs get a bit more expensive, but hopefully our survivability goes up. So again, we need some really high gunnery here, so we're going to put Coffee Grinder in. We also, let's see, this is the normal Wolverine. This is the LRM Wolverine. And this is our SRM Wolverine. Oh, man. So who do we have for some decent gunnery? We're going to put Chaotic Looney over here. That way we can tag stuff if we need to. Where's Garrison? We're going to put Garrison into the close combat potato smasher right there. For chat, if you guys don't know already, Garrison loves Griffins. They're his favorite mechs, and I'm saying this tongue-in-cheek, but he absolutely loves these mechs, especially the normal ones. That's why we have Garrison piloting the Griffin, a.k.a. the Potato, which we've nicknamed the Smashing Potato. So if you see Garrison, let him know how good a job he's doing in our Griffin over here on the TheChronicToast stream, and sometimes he'll stop in chat. So BTB, that's right, Alley Cat, Burnt Toast Brigade. Oh, man. That's definitely what we do. That means we overheat for days. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your afternoon is going okay. And if it's not, hopefully we can make it a little bit better. Let's see. Who else do we want to put over here into the large laser with a medium pulse on the Wolverine? Someone that can shoot pretty decent. My guess is we're probably going to go with Dead Man Splat. And we'll see how that rolls. Let's hit the deploy button. It's 2 skull difficulty. That means it could flex up to 3. Could be a little bit rough, but it is a target acquisition. These are pretty difficult missions sometimes. So we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, I'm going to reach down into the bag of voice dumb and see what voice narrative we can pull up today for this mission briefing. It's always a lot of fun to find out what we can do. So let me think about that. What one haven't we done in a little while? I have some theories. I have an idea, chat. I think we got that figured out. All right, here we go. We are engaging in delicate negotiations with a private manufacturer from Restoration Space, but we have reached an impasse. Our representative has requested a demonstration. Something dramatic, she said. So we turn to you. Your team will provide on-site assistance to target an abandoned restoration military base near the trade conference. We'll have a pocket warship standing by to light it up dramatically. Oh man. The time frame on this is tight, since we need the artillery strike to hit while the Capellan representative has everyone looking in the right direction. And Commander, I wouldn't take any bets on that military base actually being abandoned. Darn tootin', Darius, man, we got that right. Oh man.
Command interface initiated.
That's right, now you know what Chronic will sound like as an old man. Mm-hmm. Come and stay a while. The client wants to put on a show. We're here to mark the target so that can happen, aka party time. 3 points make a triangle around the target base. Set up beacons at those points and we can go home. That base is supposed to be abandoned and empty, but I don't trust that, and neither should you. I don't trust your intel normally, Darius, so we're in a good spot. Time is important here. This is a show of force, and if we miss our window, the right people won't be watching. Oh man.
Get off this iceberg, the better.
You got that right, Coffee. Let's see. We got to get up here. There's a lot of terrain that we can sneak through. We got a roadway to get up here. Oh, man, I remember this map. This is a rough map. You can't walk up this backside here. You have to walk up over here, here, or jump up. There's no easy way to actually walk up this. It's just a little bit too steep. Now, I don't know where the extraction point is, but hey, we got to get this point, and this point. So we're going to send a ringer running out here. We're going to have the rest of the force move up here. 1 or 2 hop up in this location with cover, the rest go over here. And that's the plan. We will see if that survives contact with the enemy. We have 8 rounds to do this, and we could see this mission flex up to 3 skulls for enemy op 4. So, with that, let's see what we got going on here. We got our Griffin, our Ossel, our Wolverine, and our other Wolverine. So, fingers crossed it should be good. I think our LRM Wolverine is going to be one of the mechs going here towards the middle, at least initially, and then we'll go from there. Trying to see what one's really one of our fastest mechs. Hard to say.
Right here.
We're going to take the close range Griffin and have that sprint up the road. It should be okay. And let's see. Aquitas says, I think the Nexus Mods link is instructing me to download the cab and then download the BEX3025 CE. Not understanding their references to ModTech/loader. If someone has the time/inclination to help give me a steer. So, Chad, if anyone here has the knowledge base on this or the time to kind of help out Aquitas, dive into that with private message and stuff like that. Help them out. If not, Aquitas, after a stream here, so it is just shy of 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So after about 3 hours, if you're still available, I can help you out as well. So we can kind of work through that. Yeah, no worries, man. It's always a good time when someone gets to learn the awesome adventure of BattleTech Extended 3025. So with that, let's see. We're going to run up that way. Everyone's kind of going to run to the same point is actually what I'm thinking. And once we do that, then we can start breaking off left, straight, and over here towards the right. Oh, baby. Oh, man. For those of you that are wondering what these blue dots here are, what that indicates is that our Wolverines, not our Griffins, our Wolverines, not our Ossels, here we go. Our Wolverines have some interesting stuff. So they're technically classified as a command battle mech, which means they provide 1 bonus to the Lance initiative until attacked. Now, I don't think that stacks. I could be wrong on that. It looks like maybe that is in fact what's actually happening. It is actually stacking. So 2 Wolverines is huge, but hey, it's all part of the fun. So let's see here. We're gonna sprint up here as well. Okay, so we are starting to see a couple. There's an unknown vehicle. Okay, hopefully that's not something horrible. Let's see. What to do? So we can't move this mech yet because the Ossel is currently blocking it in. So we'll reserve 1 turn. That gives them a chance to go. They're going to reserve as well. Some of them are actually moving on up. So we have 1 vehicle. We have 2 vehicles. Hopefully these aren't just horrifying like Von Luckners or Manticores or anything else like that. Let's see. We're going to have the Ossel, which can't jump, darn it. So he's going to start rolling over towards the right. Let's see what we can
Reporting
see
enemy
up here.
contact.
Is it really? I'm wondering if it's just vehicles. That'd be crazy. But that being said,
No.
we can't jump with that as well.
Orders.
This Wolverine can, so this one's gonna go straight for the middle. We're gonna jump on
My
that.
way. Double time.
And our other Wolverines are going to go sprinting out towards the right.
I'll
And
try.
next round, we are going to run into enemy contact. They will breach the ridge. They will basically find us in our face with their weapons. It is going to be painful.
They've got a lot
And,
of-
ooh, someone is sensor locking. Only one sensor lock, though, so they don't have a big active probe or anything else like that. That being said, that might be an LRM carrier. Not sure. Looks like we've got a pile of vehicles over here as well.
Okay,
Hmm.
you can cut it out now.
We're going to reserve. We still have a lot of evasion for most of our mechs. We're going to let them get a little bit closer or reposition. That way we can kind of see where they're going. And while we do have the initiative boost, I'm just going to keep reserving all the way down. Maybe they'll get close enough that we can stomp on them, shoot them, get them within good weapon range. I know a lot of our mechs have some short range weaponry as well. We're going to reserve down here to the very, very end, which means there they come. So it is 4 enemy vehicles. And unless we see that these are like really, really heavy enemy Vs, that means that this 2 skull might have flexed down to a 1 skull. And if that's the case, we are incredibly, incredibly lucky. So we can't reserve anymore. So that's a good time over here to just sprint full tilt with our Griffin.
Roger that.
Didn't get any glimpses of what those are just yet, but it is I go, they go, back and forth now. So this mech over here is this V is looking to be trying to turn into a blocking force, I guess. Not really sure what's going on with that. We're going to move up here. Actually, we're going to sprint. That way next turn we can move, and we will get some eyes on here to see what we have going on. This is an LRM carrier. Triple LRM 20s is a lot. Thankfully, we are really close, so the accuracy is going to be less. And that can actually help us out quite a bit up here. So we are going to... Actually, we're not going to sprint with anything. What we are going to do with our Wolverine up here is just kind of meander around, stay at distance, and pick things off when and where we can. And if we need to, we can have them support the center or over here on the right flank. But with 80% chance to hit, we're going to roll with it. It's got a trolley lack of a turret, but hey, we're going to go for it. Here we go. Oh, baby, vehicle destroyed. That's right, Chaotic Looney sending those Lerm 30s back. That's right, Lerm 30 beats a Lerm 60. Oh, man. All day, every day. Dead Man Splat, we're going to have you jump up top here and keep as much distance as possible. And that being said, we are in a Wolverine, so the right arm is where a lot of the really fun stuff is. So we're going to keep that as much to the right as we can. We don't know which is the best target here. Oh gosh, it's Lady Kamea herself. Chat, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's important to note, especially right now, I think it's really, really important to note that as a Pirate Lance, we are officially the bad guys. Oh man, when Lady Kameo Arano is actually, you know, going in and telling her forces to focus fire our forces, yeah, we're the bad guys through and through. Oh man. Hey Havoc, how's it going? Oh man, you need a bunny mech. Well man, we'll have to see how it goes. You're a new pilot, you're in the game, man. Welcome, welcome indeed. Dr. Grimm unfortunately literally got spaced. So well, Data King, we have kind of been facing down. We faced down the Hero Lance, which had the Blackjack one in there, right? And we've faced down Arana Restoration Forces quite a few times now. I think 2 or 3 times. This will be the 4th, maybe, I think. And last night I was redigging through the House Arana source book that came out last year. It's official, it's canon for the tabletop. And most of the mechs that we're seeing are exactly the mechs that are in that source book. So kudos to Harry, Don Zappo, and Justin Case and all the crew over at 3025. It looks to be lore compliant, which is super crazy cool. So, oh man, here we go. Attention, all restoration forces. Focus fire on the mechs, placing beacons for artillery strike. Fire at will and bring them down. Oh man. We are indeed the bad guys, ladies and gents. Pirate Brigade indeed. Bite my shiny metal toaster. That's right. Oh man. So Dead Man Splat, what do we have? We have a Hover Scout, no armor, a Vedette, into laser carriers. So for those that don't know, hover scouts have no armor and a medium laser. They move really fast, but look at this. They have 3 internals, 15 armor. We can blow through this no problem. The Vedette is a bit more armored, as you can see. A lot of internals, a lot of armor, AC-5 and machine gun. They're dangerous, but they're not the end of the world. The laser carrier, however, yeah, that's pretty much a hunchback's hump just put on tracks. So we need to kill that. That's going to be the primary focus right here. Firing the large laser, the pulsed SRM4s. Boom! Vehicle destroyed. Oh, thank goodness. I was going to say, there's no way that thing was going to run out of laser ammo, so... Ugh. Commander, they are deploying vehicles and tanks from their motor pool. It appears to be subterranean and hardened. We can't take it out. They will keep coming until the artillery lands, so move quickly. Now, it looks like the motor pool is up here on the right, which is good because that's where our heavy is, our Osel, which is really, really good. And we can start using our Wolverine, or our LRM Wolverine, to keep that side buttoned up, which is good. Oh, man. All right, so what do we have? We have Dead Man Splat up here. I'm going to use Dead Man Splat to keep pivoting here to the right after this and either get shots on these guys, which looks like an AC-2 carrier. Oh, gosh, and another laser carrier. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, they are bringing out the mean stuff. These many AC-2s are really painful. That being said, I need to get Garrison in the smashed potato up here, so he will be in position.
Okay.
And then somehow we need to get out of the line of fire. Oh, that's going to be rough. That'll be rough, because then we need to get this mech out of here. Oh, man, golly gee whiz.
Standing by.
So that being said, we're going to start pivoting this way.
I'm watching.
And we're going to start picking on the AC-2 carrier, I think, unless we can get... Oh, man. We're going to go for the laser carrier just because we can get the SRM4s in there as well. We're going to do it. We're going to fire in. Not enough, but hey, it is what it is. I kind of don't want to trigger this last one over here until we can get Garrisoned a few rounds through. Because otherwise, we're going to be having to evac him through all the reinforcements as well as the dynamitation, the explosion zone, for lack of better terminology. What is this way over here? Some sort of upside down tank? Okay. Someone had a bad training exercise, ladies and gents. Chat, I have a feeling that yeah, someone somewhere has a lot of explaining to do. Why would you flip a tank upside down? I don't know. Seems a little bit rough, as it were. That being said, Chaotic Looney, we're gonna have you continue to move over this way, keeping your distance, and
There. Okay.
we're gonna try our best to just burn through the AC-2 carrier. All those LRM-30s, maybe we'll get lucky. We cracked it open, but not enough to actually dynamite it. So the Vedette is coming around. He's gonna pick on.
They got a sensor lock on.
He's just gonna sensor lock. Okay. Yeah, Guano was probably driving that thing. That's right. Oh man. Yeah, no, I hear you, Quetus. Definitely, tank rollovers are definitely a real thing, and yeah, it's a bummer when it happens. Thankfully, here in the video game, though, we can take it with a bit more humor and a little bit less solemnity. But definitely, that stuff happens in real life, and that's a huge bummer because that's just because you're in a tank doesn't mean that that's a good thing to have happen.
What can I do for you?
So let's see. We're not gonna quite step on this just yet. We're gonna roll up here, try to get in the minimum range of the AC-2 carrier, and just pop this small one over here. We're just gonna fire everything we can into the laser. There we go. Vehicle destroyed. And hopefully we can get in under the guns, as it were, into that really low accuracy zone of the AC-2 carrier. But it's pivoting around, and it's shooting back at us. Thankfully doing a lot of missing. I kind of want to zoom in on that model. That looks pretty chonky, to be honest. Let's see here. Commander, our window of opportunity for this strike is closing. At least half of our time has expired. You'll need to move quickly if you're to accomplish this. No worries, no worries. I just don't want to splatter Garrison all over the target zone is what I don't want to do. Let's take a look at this AC-2 carrier. Oh, dear goodness. What is this? Oh my gosh, look at this. It's a tank with just a pile of AC-2s bolted on top. Oh my gosh, it's like the old M4 Shermans that had the Calliope rocket launchers on top, or the Ontos with the recoilless guns. Wow. That thing looks horrifyingly dangerous. Golly gee whiz, man. Well, we can't quite get garrisoned out just yet. But we are going to get over here and get a little bit closer. We were only within range, you can see here, with one of those pips of some of our guns. Not super optimal. We aren't quite within range of our medium pulse. But that's okay. That should physically be enough. There we go. Vehicle destroyed. Some stray shots into the base that doesn't really hurt it.
Reporting vehicle
And
destroyed.
I'm going to try to get garrisoned sprinting before I then step on this. I want to get at least one turn with him moving beforehand. And I'm not too worried about the hover scout. It's a single medium laser. The AC-5 can be dangerous, but I think it would take a couple turns for that to cause problems for us. So with that garrison in the smashed potato, we are definitely going to sprint as much as we can. See here, we got 4 rounds left. And all right, here we go. Chaotic Loon is continuing to shift around. You can see these dotted lines here means he does not have line of sight. So this one does, and it's actually not the best range. We came forward 1 pip a little bit closer, and now it is, and we've got an 80% chance to hit. So we're going to do that. We're going to just dogpile this with all of our LRM-10s. Oh, baby. Oh, man, that is a one chonky vehicle. Holy cow. Oy vey, man, let me tell you what. And the AC-5 misses. Thank goodness. Whoo, man. And with that, we're going to have Coffee Grinder kind of step back into the spot, trigger that last smoke grenade, or whatever it is here, this last marker. And we're going to take some shots at this. 2 large lasers. Boom! Vehicle destroyed. Fantastic one, Coffee Grinder. Oh, man.
Bye-bye.
Here we go. Here we go. Observer, actual. This is fire control. Target locked. Firing for effect. HE, 30 rounds. Danger close. Observer, actual. This is fire control. Shot over. Splash in 30. Fire control. This is observer, actual. Confirmed. Shot out. Oh boy. So we gotta move. We have 2 rounds. If Garrison don't get out of there, he's a dead boy, which is not good. So with this, we're just gonna straight up sprint, just nonstop. That's all we're doing. And Garrison, buddy, thankfully you're on a road here. You got to get out of there. Get those tater lades moving, Geyer. That's right, man. Whoo wee. Oh man.
Hey,
You got it, Chaotic. Let's get down here.
okay.
Let's get down to the bottom of the hill before the crap starts to roll. And Vedette's gonna try to get some shots in on us. Oh man, going for the legs on the Osel. Looks like that definitely hit. And I'm not seeing any enemy mechs yet, or enemy vehicles.
I hear ya.
So that means that this mission definitely went from a 2 skull and it flexed down to a 1, which is definitely lucky for us. I will take those odds.
Warning.
Means we're
Incoming
hopefully
artillery
going
fire.
to be getting a solid 150,000 C-bill paycheck when it's all said and done. Another laser carrier and another AC-2 carrier. Oh man, that AC-2 carrier is going to just, hopefully our evasion is going to be enough. So that's right, Alley Cat. You really want to be at the bottom of the hill when the crap starts to roll? I mean, hopefully we can see it coming and we can, Seameyer can get us out of there. But this is where they want me to go, so I don't really want to be there. But that's the plan. It's one of Darius's plans, so go figure, right? It's always so well laid out, Darius's plans. His intel is always spot on and perfect.
What now?
So Chaotic Looney sprinting all the way down here.
Going as fast as
Oh
I can.
boy. Let's see. Our LRM mech is thankfully in range of where we got to be, so that means they can start doing LRM support while we're waiting for evac. Coffee Grinder continuing to get that move going. There we go, all the way over there. Look at that Osel. Seameyer figures if we trip and fall, we'll just roll down to the LZ. That's right, Data King. Stop, drop, and roll, man. Oh man, AC-2 carriers in the back. Thankfully, our evasion held up. Holy wow. Here we go, ladies and gents. Boom! Big solid strike from a pocket carrier. Down it goes. Fire control, this is observer actual. Good effect on target. Target's destroyed. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Lady Arano is... Kamea Arano is not... If she wasn't happy with us before, she's really not happy with us now. That's definitely for sure. Let's see, we're going to get in here and pivot around with Dead Man Splat, get that large laser rolling, and take some pot shots at this AC2 carrier.
Engaging target.
And pot shots, indeed it is, because it went fairly wide. Let's see, Chaotic Looney.
Hey,
It's going to be in here. We're going to turn around, stay in the back, and get some more LRMs going.
there we go.
See how tough this thing is. Pretty chunky, pretty tough, pretty rough and tumble is my guess.
Commander.
We can't easily get up here. Can we jump and still shoot? We can jump and still see stuff, but it's not going to matter. So we're just going to sprint into the zone, and that should be it. There we go. Mid-sprint with the Griffin, with Garrison and the Potato Smasher. Just like the end of those 80s TV shows where everyone's like jumps like in excitement. They're halfway through and they just freeze frame it. And, you know, the credits and the end music rolls for the end of the show. Yep, that's pretty much what just happened. The target is destroyed. Client's message is signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh, baby. Darn right, Darius. Mission successful. Oh, man. That target acquisition went way better than expected. Usually those can get real rough. The payout was pretty good, too. Their drop costs were crazy, but the payout was good. 350,000 C-bills. We're starting to get back up here a little bit more, which is good. Oh, look at this. All these weapons that, I mean, I guess we'll grab the LRM-20. Hey, we got to pick one, get 4, when before it was saying it was a pick 0, get 3. This is acting weird. I'll take it. But it's acting weird. Oh well. We'll hit that continue button there. Seems legit. Seems A-okay with me. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, man. Oh, +1 salvage from an escalation. Thank you, Data King. You are absolutely correct. So, for those of you that don't know, we did take a travel mission to get to this area. And so what that means is the bonus for this area is +1 salvage, I believe. Different bonuses can come out for different planets, whether it is C-bills, experience gained, or things like that. So it's always good to take travel missions. You can get some extra nice bonuses, which is super cool. And now we're on a different part of this super hazy planet up here. Nice. Let's go over here to contracts. Let's see what else we have going on that we can do. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, they're not super happy with us anymore. That's definitely for sure. Embassy extraction as a recovery. That doesn't pay super great. I think we're going to do another target acquisition. So, Alley-Cat, the ride is still free on a travel mission. It absolutely is. The main reason I haven't taken very long travel missions is like more than like 30 to 40 days is simply because for me, if you see up here in the top left, my monthly fees are 600,000. So if I'm not taking as many missions as I can because I have everything set on low payout, low everything, I'm going to go bankrupt. So cash is absolutely king. C-bills are king. So for us, if it's less than 20 to 25 days, it's worth it. It saves us about 60 to 120,000 C-bills on travel costs. It's free, which is good. So fingers crossed it works out really well. We're going to take data liberation. It looks like this will actually strip this system from the Arana restoration to the Capellans. I'm sure they'll really hate us then if we do that. But again, we are above 1.5 million C-bills, so we're going to leave it straight through here in the middle. 335,000. Pick 2, get 10. Should be pretty good. And, oh man, we are already disliked. We are well on our way to hatred. Ugh. Man. It is what it is. When we finally get on good terms with the pirates, everyone's going to dislike us. So, we're going to take out the same mechs, I believe. Let's see, who do we have that's a really good gunnery? Looks like we have Mellow 7. We can put him down here. Who else do we have? We have Toast. It's pretty decent in melee. Not much else. Rack 386 if you're out there watching, bud. Hopefully things are going good for you. How about we stick you... We'll stick Rack 386 over here into the Wolverine. The close combat Wolverine. I'll put Spinny's Thor down here into the Griffin. And who else do we have that has decent gunnery? It looks like we don't have anything super high. So what we'll do is we will put Little Miss Spookiness. That's right. Hopefully you're doing well with the sensor lock and everything else. We'll put you over here into the... We'll swap this around. We'll put you, Little Miss Spookiness, into the long-range Wolverine. We'll put Rack over here into the, cavalry range. The outflanking Wolverine. Oh, man. Nicely, nicely done. Let's see. 2 skull difficulty, polar, which is good. Target acquisition. Let's see if it's the same base that we have to blow up a second time. I don't know. Let's reach down into the grab bag of voicedom and see what we have for voices. Trying to think of what one we haven't done in a while. I really need to get like a spinning wheel like they have on Wheel of Fortune or Good Mythical Morning. That's not a plug. I just really enjoy that show. Something like that. Maybe we can do that with a spin here on chat, like some sort of widget we can do for that. That'd be pretty cool. I'll have to take a look into that. Chat, if you know of any cool widgets for Twitch, or little add-ons or modules that we can do for randomizing voices out of a grab bag, let me know, and we can definitely do that. So, oh man, here we go. Target acquisition. Pick 2, get 10. 2 skulls. Let's see what we have here. We have an operative in place in a restoration research facility, and for the past year, they have been gathering sensitive research data for us. They have notified us that they're ready to extract that data, and we need a deniable force to arrange that extraction. The research facility is not connected to any data networks, and all the secure laboratories are far enough underground that wireless data signals are blocked. To get the information out, we need to position a satellite receiver directly above the site. Your task will be to place positioning beacons to allow the satellite to lock onto the research data signal and download it. This sounds like a messy scenario, Commander. That satellite is only going to be overhead for a very, very short time. Man, oh, I should have talked about that that orbital stuff. That looked really, really good. That's right, Aquitas. That's right, man. Trade Federation accent for the win, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see. Darius Oliveira. Commander, I'll try to keep this brief because that's a lot happening on this one. You need to move into position in 3 marked locations here, here, and here. You'll have to station a unit in each location long enough to get the beacon deployed. Expect significant restoration resistance. They'll try to force you out of the target regions. We're on a very, very tight schedule, Commander. The satellite will only be overhead for a short time, and if we don't have the beacons up in time, no data and no payday. After the data's been uploaded, you'll get confirmation and you can make for the evac point. Sumire will be on station to pull you out of there. Same thing as last time. Crap rolls downhill. Watch yourself, Commander. I saw a heck of a lot of opposition in the way. Well, that doesn't bode well for us. Oh, man. That means that this 2 skull is likely flexed up to a 3 skull, which will make this difficult. We are on the same map, doing the same thing to the same building. So either it's the same one that's been rebuilt, or we didn't blow it up just enough and now we're back here to get some stuff. And it makes sense, right? We tried to wreck this place before, and now we need to extract data from it. And let's just say that they are now on guard. So let's see. We have an enemy garrison here. We have additional forces up here on this hill, which means this side is going to be very, very difficult to get through. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the Griffin, just sprint as far as we can. And we're going to try to have the exact same scenario. Hostile, long-range Griffin, and then we're going to jump up here with the other mech that we've got. So, fingers crossed. Let's see what we have going on here. We're going to run with the Griffin. Simply, that way we can get further before we get into combat mode. Right off the bat, we have enemy contacts. No idea what they are just yet. We have the Osel up here running. We'll stay to the right-hand side. We'll have our Wolverine move up. And we'll have our other Wolverine get up here into this space. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Let's see. Enemy turn. Where are they going? 20-ton mech. That bodes well for us. There's not a lot of 20-ton things out there that can hurt us. It's probably going to be a Locust. It might be something else, though, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Spiniest Thor going for the sprint. Trying to get as far up as we can. Using this as a... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. That's so many mechs. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my golly gee whiz, man. Chat, we might be in a pickle. We might be in a really, really big pickle. Oh, my goodness. There's 4 mechs there. We're facing 2 enemy lances, and they are going to try to focus down our single Griffin. Whoo, boy. Mistakes were made, but you know what? Buckle in, ladies and gents. Buckle in, crew. It's going to be a bumpy ride. In the pipe, 5x5. Let's see what happens, man.
I'm
So,
listening.
change of plans. Our LRM mech is still going to go up there. Our Osel is still going to go up here. We're going to keep trying to, support this as much as we can.
Commander.
Let's see. Who's our actual pilot? This
Yeah.
right here is a sensor lock, so we're going to pivot because we can fire indirectly. We're not going to move quite as far.
Confirmed.
And look, we're going to do a sensor lock just to see what we're facing. We know that's a 20-ton. We know that's a 20-ton. That's a 35 tons. That's probably a fire starter. It's fine. You're right, Data King 1. It's fine, man. Unknown, 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 unknown. Let's see what we have up here. Oh, they're out of range. Shoot. So 35, 20, 20. And no idea. Well, let's go see what sort of 35 ton we got. And it's a fire starter. Okay. Those are pretty crunchy and pretty punchy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Chat, this is where we will likely make some toast, cook some Pop-Tarts, make all that good, solid jazz of stuff rolling through here. This is where we'll probably start overheating our mechs and hope they don't shut down in the blast radius, so to speak.
Yes, Commander.
So, unfortunately for us in this mission, what we don't have easy access to is a big, giant explosion zone here if we get in that area and crushed. So I'm going to sprint up here with our other Wolverine.
Holding off.
That way we can jump up. I want to try to drag some of these mechs over here, get them away from our Griffin as much as possible. That's going to be really, really rough. We have another Locust up here. I tell you what, Locusts aren't super scary, and a second Locust. Whoo, boy. Oh, man. So, Locusts by themselves, especially when you get into medium mechs, aren't super scary. I have lost a complete solid medium to 4 Locust 1Vs, just shooting it in the back, stripping all the armor. So this is a little bit better. These are light mechs, they're not mediums. That's still a lot of firepower to deal with, though. And they're going to be really, really hard to hit.
For orders.
So let's see. This is our Ostel up here. We're going to sprint. I still want to try to drag them this way. We'll see what happens. Mr. Moo thinks, I think you bit off more than you can chew, but that's quitters talk. Live hard, die hard. I've seen the movies, man. Die Hard Another Day. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Live Free or Die Hard. Die Hard A Christmas Carol. I don't know if that's a movie, but it should be. But you know what I mean. You know, it's all in there. So let's see.
Orders.
We're going to have the Wolverine or Little Miss Spookiness with the other Wolf. This is the LRM Wolverine. So we're going to have Rack 386 jump up here. Oh, we don't have enough range on the jump. Shoot. So what we're going to do instead is get up here, get their attention, and then next turn we'll jump up there, and we'll definitely set this target. We have an Urban Mech R60. That's not good. Wasp 1A I'm not too worried about. Urban Mech R60. That thing has an AC-10 on it. Can we actually target it? That's the question. There we go. There we go. We're having some weird interference with this right here due to that line that came through. 24%. We're going to get some fire in on that Urban Mech. That thing has to go down. Of everything out here, that has the one-shot potential to, in a single volley, wreck a lot of our good stuff. That being said, everything else can strip our armor pretty solidly, man. It's fine. Everything fine. Pew, 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 pew. Boring conversation anyway. It's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? That's right, Queetus. Iconic line when Star Wars was worth watching. Absolutely. Episodes 1, 2, and 3, while they're still bad, they're a little bit better if you take the theory that's been at least a little bit backed up that Jar Jar Binks was intended to be a Sith Lord. You know, the anti-Yoda. It helps a little. Look at this firing line. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Oh boy.
Right here.
That is a lot. Oh my goodness. Look at this. They do not want me to get through this. They have a Phoenix Hawk. Oh boy. Spinius Thor, fingers crossed, buddy, because you're going in regardless, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough, ladies and gentlemen. But we got this. There's a lot of lights up here. We are going. This is like a Zerg rush up here, man. Look at them. They're all reserving up too. Well, we're gonna reserve too. We can play this game. Oh my god! Look at this stack of light mechs. Oh my gosh.
Receiving you.
Mellow 7, I don't think he can technically get into the zone, but we're going to come up here and continue. See, these, they're not within small range. We're going to keep trying to get this urban mech down. Oh boy. Time for a Johnny Rico and do a flip over their heads for the win. Oh boy, that's right. We're stick with the shovel when you need him. Oh man, Data King. Wasp is moving over here in a blocking procedure, basically trying to tell us no. We're going to reserve down one more time. That way it's going to be an us go, we go. Oh, I should have reserved down with a second mech. That's unfortunate.
I'm receiving you.
Extra vision. All right, Spinny. Oh, man. Here we go, buddy. Oh. This is going to be painful. This is going to be a huge problem. Unless the fire starter doesn't want to deal with it. Apparently we scared him off. Oh, into the breach. Full speed, let's roll. Man, I guess they're more scared of the Ostsoul for some reason. Interesting. Let's see what happens. There we go. That's what I was expecting. One evasion pip down. 4 to go, ladies and gents. Fingers crossed. I'm legit nervous. It's coming up for a rear shot. Or it's just running past? What? What are you doing, AI? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, really? That's what I expected would happen right there, getting shot in the backside. The Rana Restoration Forces, I have questions. I have questions. Spiniest Thor gets to live for one more day, it looks like. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Let's see here.
Yes, Commander.
Rack 386. We're going to get up here. Where's that urban mech? Out in the open. We're going to do this.
Moving to position.
We're going to shoot. Attention, all restoration forces. We believe the hostiles are attempting to place targeting beacons. Intercept them immediately. Oh, man. And this is why I don't do target acquisition jobs, Data King says. Oh, boy. So we're going to shoot this urban mech. This thing has to go away as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's going to be a hot minute. In comes the Stinger. Okay. We're successfully drawing them to us, which is good. Oh, man. Yeah, Data King, I hear you. I'd rather run attack and defend all day long with these things. Attack and defend is super, super swingy, especially early game. It can pay off really well, though.
Commander.
So there is a Wasp over there with an SRM-2 and a medium laser. Which I don't want to get particularly too close to, but I also want to get line of sight to this guy. See, and that's a pretty good chance to shoot it. So we're going to do that. We're going to come up here and just Lerm 30 this thing in the face. Hopefully it's enough. It is not. Urban mechs are so crunchy. They're crunchy boys. Oh, man. The Wasp, realizing that we're not actually moving over this way as a blocking force, is coming up here to support, I guess. Firestarter's getting up nice, close, and personal. That's kind of what I expected Firestarters to do. And apparently our Griffin is going unopposed right now. Or they're all shifting this way to block his eventual... Basically get fire in on us and block our eventual retreat. The Locust is making a flanking maneuver to the backside up here. Probably going to end up... Yeah. Trying to get us into a crossfire. That's not good. Injury avoided. That's good. Thankfully, right here, this is going to be active here in a second, so we're going to be good. Man, they're just ignoring this, and they're trying to focus on our core over here. Basically turning this into a big murder ball. They can get the top ridge up here, get line of sight on everything. And I'm probably giving the AI a little bit too much credit, but we're going to roll with it. I don't want to give too much of my back shot to stuff, but I don't really have a choice. So we're going to pivot this way.
Affirmative.
There we go. We got a second one ready to go. Phoenix Hawk is running down here and is not shooting stuff. Interesting. AI is acting real derpy this time around.
What's up, boss?
So we still have a mech in here somewhere, right? Yeah, right there. So I'm going to take the chance, and I'm going to start dragging him this way. And we'll see. Still getting shots in on the urban mech. I gotta put this thing down. Ah, they're running an arm, but it's only the small laser. It's the wrong weapon.
Critical hit,
It's the
Commander.
wrong weapon, Mello. Commander, I've been tracking the satellite and you're almost out of time. You need to get those beacons placed immediately. Yep, I know, Farah. We got 4 rounds left. We got 2 here. We just need to book it full sprint out, and that's all we got to do. Just full speed to that last point, and then we can bail. And hopefully we'll get paid.
Yeah.
So that being said, we can go over here. We can still get some good fire in on this. We're going to do indirect over here. Not a great chance to hit, but we're going to keep going for it on the urban mech. Maybe it'll be enough this time. There goes a torso. There's a pilot injury, which is good. That mech is still complete combat capable. Let's see here. Oh, man. What do we have? What do we have? They're continuing to focus in on the Wolverine. Our armor is still holding pretty good. Their AI is doing a really poor job of focus firing, but now we're kind of making it easy for him with our Wolverine being the only thing here. Firestarter's doing kind of what I expect the Firestarter to do. Oh, it's a solid miss, which is good. Really, if they dogpiled that Griffin, they would have done a really good job of being able to hopefully stop that down. The Locust is coming in for melee. Oh, man, that's not great. That's not great for us.
Light damage, Commander.
Totally need to do Yang voiceover and Trump voice. I mean, I could Cletus, but right now I've got that nice southern drawl of Yang doing all that stuff down there on the mech bay, boss. That's kind of what I do for Yang, so... A little stuffed up in the nose a little bit too, so it's not quite as good as it could be, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Voices are a lot of fun. I usually fail a lot when I'm first trying them out, but eventually you kind of slip into some stuff that works and you just kind of get used to it. So,
Waiting for orders.
Spinius Thor, we're going to have you go last. We're going to reserve... We're going to reserve most of the way down here. Let the enemy do their thing. And then we're going to come up and just sprint for it. We're just going to book it. Oh, man, that Wolverine is finally getting dogpiled a little bit. Armor is half off on the leg and the
Damage
torso.
light.
But I think we're doing okay. We're going to reserve one more time down here to the very back end. And with that, we will... Let's see.
Orders.
Have our Wolverine just full-on sprint out of there. And getting out of that area. And doing good with that. And then we'll see if we can't get the Osel to sprint over into this. We can, and we'll do it in cover as well. It's our backside showing, but hey, it is what it's all right. Let's see. Gosh. You guys in chat. Oh, man.
Commander.
And Spinius Thor is the odd man out. He's basically going to be sprinting through no man's land. Here we go.
Confirmed.
Fingers crossed the Griffin survives another day. All of our stuff is, you know, in the torso, which isn't super good. So in the right-hand torso, that's where all the explosions are. I'm getting a signal from the satellite, Commander. They've locked on to the beacon successfully. Well, that's good. Beginning data transmission. Okay, Farah, give me a heads up when they're done, and I'll move in for the pickup. I mean, you can come in for the pickup now, Subar. We'll take it. We could definitely use all those weapons on that leopard of yours to actually help out. I think it'd be really cool in game if they could find a way for the leopards to actually support you once they do land to take some shots, both friendly or otherwise. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's a little bit spooky. Running over here. We're gonna keep moving this way. And keep trying to get... Where's that urban mech? LRM shots in on this. Again, not the greatest chance to hit. Oh, man. Oh, man, we finally made it to eject. See ya, Space Cowboy, as that AI pilots itself towards the stratosphere. Oh, man. Someone just got toasty. I love it. Oh, so good, so good.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Unsettled. I mean, you're in woods. You're getting shot in the back. I guess that makes sense. So, yeah, that'd be cool, Data King. Maybe have it scale up with Argo upgrades or something, so the Leopard's firepower isn't overwhelming early game. Absolutely. Now I know a lot of missions, the Leopard just drops in and then takes off, so it wouldn't really see a lot of impact on the gameplay unless it fired when it came in and then left, just to see if you got more salvage stuff. But I do know there are some missions where it lands on the pad and it waits for you, right? So while you're trying to book it to the extraction point, the Leopard's sitting there and it could provide cover and fire. That'd be pretty cool. Don Zappo, Harry, just in case, all you crew out there of modders, if this is a neat idea, consider it to be added in under the wish list. That'd be pretty cool. For those of you that are out there that do have access to the 3025 Discord, post that in the wish list section there, that little tiny channel. That'd be a pretty nifty thing to do. That'd be nice. Let's see here. Yep, we're going to have Spinius Thor continuing to run. Here we go, all the way down. Showing our back still, unfortunately. We are booking it. All these mechs, and we're still technically doing A-okay, it looks like, which is pretty nice. That's a nice thing, right? So, oh man. Let's see. And Rack is being chased down by a bunch of other mechs, so we're going to have him sprint
Copy that.
with the Wolvie all the way down and away. I think it's going to be pretty easy for them to catch us. But let's see. Where's this Pip? There it is. All the way down we go. Just full on retreat. That's right. Oh man, someone's running up to melee him. And it's a Stinger. Boom, 25 damage rolling in. Into the Griffin, who hasn't really been shot at yet until just now, for the most part. So that's pretty good. This Griffin has like a cloak and field or something on him. They just do not want to mess with him at all. So again, we're booking it down here. We're hopefully going to be able to get into position and get some covering fire. Back up this hill a little bit. We did get an urban mech to bail out, which was good. But now they're finally focusing down on the Griffin on the back end side, which is not super great for us. But my guess is we'll probably be okay. We're watching here on the backside, and so far, so good. I mean, he's on fire. He's losing armor, but it's a lot of light mechs. And Locust 1V coming up for melee on the front. Good, solid impact. In comes the machine guns, is my guess. There it is. And these are like little tiny dogs just nipping at your heels, or little geckos trying to climb your legs, or I don't know what some other analogies are. Kitty cats jumping on your arms and climbing up to say hello when you get home. I guess, question mark, not really sure. This Griffin is just being swarmed by a pile of bug mechs. Holy wah. No, they had their chance. They missed it. That's definitely for sure. One more sprint all the way down here. We'll be good to set up with a Rack here for next turn to support the Griffin. As they roll in. Oh, structure exposed. That's not great. That's actually really, really not good. Thankfully, it's the left torso where there's nothing in there.
I'm here.
Spinius Thor, we really can't jump far enough, so we're just going to keep running. And we'll just keep running down there. Pivot as much as we can to keep our back square on. That way we're not giving a preference to the left-hand side. Because if you shift, you only have one side shown, a lot more of your shots are going to end there. And the same thing for the enemy, so not super good. So we're going to sprint down here with the Osol, and we'll be good to support next turn. But my guess is we're going to be fine. And there's a mech that's on fire back here. Or nope, that's not on fire. That's actually my mistake. That is just the targeting smoke coming in. Here comes a little Miss Spookiness rolling around. So we're going to be here. We're going to pivot back. And just for kicks, we're going to sensor lock. What do we want to sensor lock? Locust, Stinger, Locust. Probably whatever's chasing us the most. Everything else can't really get to us. So we're just going to go for one of the Locusts. We're going to sensor lock one of those.
Locked on.
Strip some evasion pips, make it a little bit harder for it to shoot stuff. And Wasp is rolling down with some SRM2 and a medium laser. I just want to get the Griffin with Spinius Thor into the target zone, and we should be good after that. Firestarter's getting within range of at least the medium lasers. There it is, working on that right torso now. Not super good. This potato is being peeled, man. Holy wah. Ugh. Wonder where that Locust is going. Not really sure. That one's coming down to say hello with the medium laser as well. So we are in this danger zone where all it's going to take is two and a half solid medium laser hits, and we're in trouble. So that being said, we can definitely sprint down here, get within range, and we should be okay. That's right, Quietus. Ever since Tug got the legendary SRM2 of Bling, you should fear the SRM2s. Karma. Absolutely spot on. So for those that don't know, last night Tug did a really cool mission, and the reward from that actually was an event. Sorry, the event from that was he spent 1,000,000 C-bills. One of his pilots went out and got a really cool piece of hardware, and it was an SRM2+++ that didn't have any really had like +4 damage, +2 stability damage. It was Data King. Data King, you were the pilot. Oh man. Well, if that weapon was completely coated in latinum or platinum and gold, you probably got your money's worth, man. That's probably the shiniest, most expensive weapon ever, right? But we'll see. Rack 386 jumping in here, and with that, we should be good to go. Here we are, another successful mission. Ah, yeah, baby. Woo. Is everyone aboard? Let's get the heck out of here. Darn right, Sumire.
Mission successful.
Holy wow, man. Yeah, target acquisition missions, especially if we were unlucky and those were a lot of mediums instead of lights, it'd be a very, very different story. Now, we did come out with a 190,000 C-bill bonus. We're getting a little bit higher to help afford all of our monthly costs. This mech has a little internal damage, unfortunately, so that's probably going to be in the mech bay for 1 day, maybe 2. There's not a lot here that we really want, so we're just going to go in and pick 3, get 11. We're going to get everything, so see what we got there from an Urban Mech standpoint. Hey, welcome back, man. Thank you very much for the follow, That Hollow. That Hollow followed. Welcome to the Burnt Toast Brigade, buddy. Man, how's it going? How's your day been? Fantastic. I will make sure that I get your name added into the pilot pool that we pull from for our pilots. Oh, man. For those of you that don't know already that are watching, as well as over on YouTube, and if you want to find me on YouTube, just search for TheChronicToast. Post a lot of cool content over there. But for those of you that don't know, if you do follow the channel here on Twitch, you get your name added into the pilot pool that we pull our pilots from whenever we need to hire or replace pilots. If you do want to hit that subscribe button here on Twitch, you get your name added into near the very beginning of that list. And currently there is no one that's subscribed that's on deck, so you could be the next pilot. And if you want to follow any more information from me on a daily basis, or as sort of things like updates on technical difficulties and things like that, or earthquakes, as it happened a few days ago, you can follow me over on Twitch at TheChronicToast, all one word. So without that, look at that. Faldor was taken. The Capella Confederation conquered from the Urano Restoration. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to like us just yet. So that's right. You was hoping to catch the stream. Oh, man. And as well for our streaming schedule, especially kind of with how things have shifted around here in the last week or so, and probably for the next few weeks, definitely, our new indefinite streaming schedule is every Sunday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We might run a little longer. As well as every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time until about 10, 11, kind of whenever we decide to quit. So every Sunday and Wednesday are guaranteed streaming days. You can find that here in the little tiny panels below the Twitch screen that you're watching right now. There's also a Deadpool down there. I do have to update that. So I'll have that refreshed for Wednesday's stream. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Quietus. I will make sure you're added in as well. And what's really cool about follows is it gives you an update whenever I go live. You get a notification so that you don't miss any BattleTech goodness. And, oh man, thank you so much, ladies and gents in chat. You are fantastic people. Make this a lot of fun, because I would normally be doing this all on my own, talking to Mrs. Toast, talking to the cats, but being able to talk to the internet, and the internet talks back, is generally a lot of fun. I absolutely love it. So, again, we are not going to be building anything here just yet. We have a self-imposed limit of 8 pieces per mech. Once we do that, then we'll actually build something. So until then, we're going to hold off. We're not going to go through and build any extra variants. Looks like we actually were fighting an R60X, maybe? I'm trying to remember what that was. That was pretty cool. So we're not going to build anything just yet. That being said, let's see what we got going on. Oh, man. Oh, awesome stuff, man. Well, I feel very, very privileged, Guidus. Thank you very much. It's a big, wide, crazy world. My very first channel that I followed was channel_Doyle. And so if you're looking for some really good BattleTech content, he was one of the ones that first started streaming BattleTech Extended many, many months ago, and he still does, as well as a few other games that are out there. And beyond that, there was another individual that I follow quite often, which is HBFT_gaming. Basically, between those two individuals and Tug Bobo, those three are the first three channels that I ever started following, and I still follow and subscribe to them to this day. They have super solid content, and between them, they've really set a good foundation for the rest of us streamers to kind of build upon and have a really solid community to hang out with, which includes all of you beautiful people out there that are listening to my voice right now, whether it's live or recorded. So it's a good crew. It's a good fun adventure. It's legit good stuff. So, I mean, well, welcome to the stream. We are definitely going to be streaming for a good solid 2.5 more hours. And let's see what we have for some missions after we get this one mech kind of patched back up. This was our short range mech. It looks like it's 1 day. So no worries there. We're going to put 1 day back on the clock. And let's see. We're going to go to August 3rd.
Job's done, Commander.
There we go. That mech is completed. And let's go see what we have for contracts. Sometimes these roll a little bit. Hey, man. Beautiful people. Clearly never seen a picture of me. It's all in the eye of the beholder. Unless you play D&D, then it's eyes of the beholder, and you've got a whole different set of problems because those things are super dangerous, like legit. Super scary. But I like to say I've got a voice for radio, but I do have a lot of fun. So my wife thinks I'm pretty cute. So, hey, I got something going for me, right? Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Just by spending a day, a lot of the missions dropped out and some new missions came in. So if you don't know, BattleTech 3025, especially the core game, but especially here in the mod, if you put about a week onto the clock, and that's going to be a rolling week, right? So what that means is whenever the missions are generated and you show up at the planet, it might have already been a few days, a few weeks, whatever. Every week or so, the missions start to replace themselves. And sometimes, if you do a mission, sometimes you'll immediately find new missions afterwards. And so with that, you can see here that we have some new missions coming in, which is pretty good, specifically because the planet was taken. So different individuals here are now kind of trying to get different things happening here. This is pretty darn cool. The same thing will happen with the store, so we're gonna take a look at that too. Not that we have a lot of cash to spend, but maybe we'll get lucky. I don't see any extra things in here that are really crazy. Striker pieces, Thunderbolt pieces, which is pretty cool. 6R pieces. Not a lot of different things in here. Looks like a lot of the same stuff. So we're okay with that. But hey, let's go back and take a look at the contracts. So, hey, Lightfoot, J. Paul, how's it going, JP? Oh man. As a Marilyn Manson fan, being a beautiful person isn't good. That is very, very fair point. My definition of beautiful people is similar to Social Distortion or Rancid or Blink-182. It's really a subjective opinion. So, from my end of the world, you're all beautiful people and you're fantastic individuals. Well, how about we settle with that right now, right? Dogs love is unconditional, Quita says. A wife's depends on the annual Louis Vuitton acquisition. So says my beloved. Ooh. Fair point. To each their own. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we definitely have some really good missions we could tackle here. Some 2.5 skulls that could be fairly dangerous to destroy a base and polar. We'll probably do this. And what I want to do after that, these are really low priority missions, but I do want to get my reputation with the pirates up more than we currently have them. We're at 86. I'm trying to get closer to 100 with them. So we're going to probably be doing those recovery, and an escort mission could be a really bad day. But we'll do that with our lighter mechs. But for right now, let's dive in and do eviction. This should be a lot of fun. So, I mean, fun for someone. Hopefully it'll work out. We're just, man, the Aranda Restoration is going to have us be loathed here pretty darn quick. So we are above 1.5 million C-bills. We are below 3 million C-bills. What that means is we will leave this right here in the middle as kind of our self-imposed house rules restrictions. 250,000 C-bills, pick 2, get 8. Our drop costs are going to eat a decent chunk of this, but we'll slowly keep creeping upwards, and we'll keep getting some extra loot, which is super cool. So drop costs right now are going to be 144,000. So we're going to make maybe 125,000 C-bill profit on this. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's see. Who else do we have left? We have 5 pilots, I think. So let's see. Flavalicious or HBFT Gaming? We're going to put HBFT Gaming into the Smashing Griffin. We're going to put Flavalicious over into the Ostsoul. And as far as the other mechs, we have the All-Rounder. We've got the Lerm, which might punch some stuff. So we have 2 pilots here, not a lot other than for Toast. So what we'll do is we will go in and stick D1982 into the Punchy Wolverine, I think. And we'll put AKA Cobalt with the sensor lock over here into the Lerm. This might not go super great, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens. Fingers crossed, the adventure continues. Oh, man. Here we go. 2.5 skulls. This could flex to 3.5 skulls, which could be very, very, very bad. We don't have the best skilled pilots for shooting. We have some really good pilots here for survivability and punching, so we will see how this rolls. Fingers crossed. We will see what happens. I'm going to reach down into the grab bag of voice thumb and see what we have next for a voice. What to do. Let's see here. Oi! The restoration manufacturing facility on Faljar is illegal intrusion into our territory and a cover for our military personnel and units. Oi, our efforts and resolve this through diplomatic channels have been rebuffed. So, we are now turning to a military solution. The facility must be destroyed, eh? We should expect heavy resistance. The Capellan Confederation isn't saying what's in that facility, but whatever it is has them riled up. Oh, baby. And chat, let's just take a quick moment here to just oogle and ogle at this rising sunset up here, man. Look at this. It's just Roy G. Biv, all the colors, just pitch black. There's not a lot of industry on this planet that looks like this. Is just super beautiful. It's just gorgeous, man. See the stars going by in the background? This game can look really, really good. It's super awesome. Was that an Australian Arnie? Kinda. It was kind of a burgerization of a lot of different things, so. Did you like it? I mean, that's really the end result, right? So, let's see. Your target is nearby restoration base. Assault the base and destroy enough of it to force the restoration to abandon the location. We should expect strong opposition on this one. Be wary, Commander. Oliveira out. Oh, man.
Let's get to fighting.
You got it. You got it indeed, D. Let's see. So, we are kind of in a corner. We see some turrets up here. Beautiful nighttime mission here. So let's just take a look. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in way far here. And look at this. You can see up here on the horizon, you see some beautiful windmills, some city lights, some starscape. Oh man, this is gorgeous. This game is just legit good. I love it. Let's see what we have going on. We need to dive into these turrets as quickly as possible. And this mission could flex really, really badly. Not in our favor either. Standard LRM turret, 150 armor, 7 internals. We need to wreck this, so we're going to wreck it with our own LRMs, see if we get lucky. Ooh, not a lot of damage. I mean, I take it back. That was a lot of damage, but not quite enough. So, if anyone has any recommendations for voices to use in the future, post it in the chat below. Send me a private message. Hit me up on Twitter, over on YouTube in the comment section below. Let me know. I'm always trying to see if there's anything that I can research up on, try some new things, and see if there's anything that I can hopefully not wreck my voice on and have a lot of fun doing it at the same time. See, we're going to have a D-roll up here into cover, large laser, SRM4+. Good chance to hit, actually. A solid hit. Only 9 left on that. 9 left, 9 damage, and that's all we need. That being said, don't think we're going to get up there with this particular mech. We're going to sprint into cover and see. We get eyes on another turret, it looks like, and we finally see our first mech. Let's see. Steiner Scouts are always good if you ever start working for the Lyrians, Data King says. That's a fair point. Sniper turret, PPC. Okay, that's better than the AC2s. We have our first mech or vehicle and our second one up here somewhere. The standard LRM turret we know at some point has to go.
Commander.
So we've got 2 large lasers. We're going to roll up here with the Ostel. We're going to hopefully get 2 of these slamming into this thing. Boom, turret destroyed. Okay. One down, we can work on this next turret. This one right here does not have a line of sight to us due to the rocks that are in between. 20-ton mech, okay, it's a Locust 1V, so it's spotting for whatever else is back there. Sensor locking at that. But right now, we don't really see anything shooting at us. We see a bunch of stuff getting knocked over. So there is an LRM-5. That could be a vehicle. That could be a Shadowhawk. That could be a couple different things. It's a 50-tonner, so it might be a Centurion. Ooh. Actually, LRM-10, 50-tonner. Oh, that might be a Centurion. I don't know where that other LRM came from. That might have been something else. So, chat, if you have theories on what that 50-ton mech is up there, whether that is a Centurion or something else, let me know here in chat. Let me know your thoughts on that. We'll see how it works out, if you're correct or not. With that, we're going to have our Wolverine kind of pivot over here to the right. And get some shots on...
Confirmed.
Oh, man. So we are definitely in the point where we could be surrounded. I really want to get these turrets down. I would like to get this taken care of if we could. Ah, it's a solid miss, unfortunately, from D. Maybe we can get some good damage on that with our LRMs. My goal is I want to kind of get rid of these static defenses so that we can get some good maneuvering room here. Because these have a pretty good oversight. I mean, up here in the middle and on the right-hand side, they have a good oversight of this whole battlefield if we want to shift around. I'm not really sure where that last turret is. I'm expecting there to be 4 turrets. There could be more, there could be less. Cobalt is running up here with LRMs. Can we actually get some good line of sight and be out of fire? It looks like we can. It's not really the best chance to hits, though. So we're probably going to want to move up here. You can see that that's increased a little bit to 74, which is good. So we'll definitely do that with Cobalt. Get up here and get some good shots. And 74% is pretty decent, all things considered. We did some damage. 38 armor, 7 internal. A Locust 1V rolling up to kind of poke some fun at us. Unfortunately... Ooh, Data King says might be a party back. Can't think of anything else that is 50-ton with 10 LRM tubes. I'm guessing it's an LRM-10 based on what was fired. It could be an LRM-5. Party back. Yeah. Trying to think. Because Valkyrie QAs, they're not 50-tonners. Those are definitely 30s. So, yeah, it looked like a 10 as well. I would agree with you.
Yes, Commander.
So we're going to move up here. I'm not usually one to camp cover. But until we get this turret taken care of, I really don't want to move from this because I want to be able to then pivot and focus on this and then roll to the other side. That's kind of the theory. We'll see if it works. There we go. Solid shot from Flavalicious himself. Oh, man. Flavalicious did some damage. Oh, baby. That turret got toasted. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Ah, it's a party back. Oh, man.
It's okay. Damage is light.
I'm gonna need some coffee for this. Hang on 1 second. Oh man, that coffee is good. Oh, really? Wow, okay. Wow. Okay, wait, look at this thing. This is the first time, chat, that I have actually seen one of these, a 4J at that. LRM-20, 4 medium lasers, 5 medium lasers, and a small laser. This thing has got all range bands covered. This is a decent 4J. Wow. That is cool. And again, it's fully armored as well. So, that's right. The Rana Restoration runs these. So there you go. Holy crap. Medium Lance LRM boat. This thing is cool. I mean, just the stock loadout has me really excited. I don't know if the armor is really up to par or snuff, but this has a good mix of range band on that. That's really nice. That's nifty. Really nifty. Let's see. Can we get this other turret? We can if we move into cover. So, change of plans. We're not going to pivot to the right. It's a 40-tonner. That could be a Valkyrie or something else. We're going to pivot up here. We're going to start harassing this hunchback. We got to get this squared away. There's the other turret back there. With LRMs, as long as these guys are spotting us, we can't easily hide from that. And LRM-20s, that will strip your armor over time. So we're going to come up here. We're going to focus in on this laser turret here, large laser, 2 mediums. And then we're either going to dogpile this Locust if it's convenient or just completely go all in on this Hunchback. That's kind of the thought process I've got right now. I think we'll be okay. We'll have to see. This is the first time I have ever, in any of my playthroughs, period, run into a 4J. It's legit super exciting. We just got shot by an LRM-5 over there from a 40-tonner. Or no, that was something else. Oh gosh. That looks painful. What is this? You don't know. Oh, in comes the turret. Golly gee, was this painful. So, all right, Data King, thank you much
Minimal
for
damage on
doing
that
the
hit.
fun stuff and stopping on in. And hopefully you have the good rest of your day. And if you're streaming later today, we'll see what we can do, man. So, hopefully you have a good one. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. We'll check with you later. Let's see here. What do we have? Cobalt, can we get up there and shoot this turret? I think we definitely can. So we will. Good chance to hit with the LRM-10s. It's probably going to be overkill, but we've got a lot of ammo, so we're going to roll with it. Should be fine. There we go. Turret destroyed. Structure down. And now we have a Vulcan 2T up top. Okay. 55-tonner, so that's probably with an LRM-5. That's probably going to be a Shadowcat. That's probably going to be a Shadowhawk. Golly gee whiz. And or a Wolverine. One of the two. So that being said, we're going to stay at distance if we can. We're going to try to go after this Hunchy up here. We'll see how that
What's up, boss?
goes. I'm not too worried about the buildings. I'm not too worried about poor chances to hit. We're just going to get shots out and see what we can do. A miss and a hit, but we got a solid hit in. Looks like it went into the leg as well, which is pretty darn decent. So, Andy's getting closer, which is bad for us, but also bad for him. We have a lot of short-range mechs. And our Wolverine is doing pretty good on armor and ammo. So, let's see here. D1982, we're going to have you move up. Weird electrical stuff. I always see this on some maps. It's always odd. We're kind of getting in the face of danger, but you know, we're going to roll for it. Really bad chance to hit, but we're going to go for it anyway. We got a couple hits in there and one missile. And do we continue to get that leg blown up? There it is, a Shadowhawk 2H, AC5, LRM5. That will wear us down if we are not careful. And so what that means is we will need to focus in on that here pretty soon. Those mechs are really, really mobile too, and they're fully armored as well. So we are continuing to work down on this one leg on the Hunchback, which is great, but not technically superb. So we're going to continue to move into point-blank range with our Griffin. That's what we do. Oh, Darius, what is this? There's that strong opposition, Commander. Watch your position and don't get flanked. Oh, man, chat. This is flexed to a 3.5 skull mission. Guaranteed. Where are they coming in? Where are they coming in from? That's what I want to know. Unless Darius just made... I don't know. We'll find out. I guess we will see. Either Darius is talking about finding the Shadowhawk, I guess? I'm not really sure. We'll find out. Let's shoot the Hunchback with everything we have. SRM6s, small laser, the whole kit and caboodle. There we go. Getting some more armor ripped off that thing. All on the wrong side of the torso. I really want to focus on that right side torso if we can, but it's not happening. Vulcan 2Ts, got an AC2 on it. The cool thing with that particular mech, the Vulcans have the quirk where their support weapons are a lot longer range. So you get a lot of use out of small lasers and all that jazz. Ooh, that's going to be what that is. That LRM-5 came from way off screen over here to the right. No idea. And this is a standard laser turret, so we should focus on that after the Hunchback. Locust is coming up, doing some melee. Okay. That will add up over time with those machine guns and the 15 damage rolling in. So we got to keep an eye on that. Don't want to let that get away too far. But I think we got that handled. It should be fine. Off screen up here is probably where that opposition came from, because those missiles came from not this mech. We got some time. We got some time bot then, but not as much as I was hoping.
What can I do for you?
LRM-10, that's not super great.
Waiting for orders.
On D, we can have roll up here. Point blank range. What's cool about the medium pulse weapons and the pulse weapons in general is they run a little hotter, and they're at least a little bigger, but they ignore up to 3 evasion pips, which is really good. So here, it's going to be as if he has none, just because he only has the 1. And so we're going to roll for it.
Here goes.
Get some damage rolling in. Oh, that is one crunchy boy. That is still solid. Golly gee whiz. Getting all the damage rolling our way. Stability damage to boot, too, from those LRM-10s. Oh, man. So let's see.
Good to go.
HBFT Gaming. We could get up here and punch this guy. I say let's just go stand right next to him.
Aye,
This is
aye.
a nice cold map, and we'll just fire everything off in his face as much as we can. There we go. The leg is finally opened up, but there's not much else. That is a fully armored mech, and the Shadowhawk is rolling around, getting some damage rolling in too. Finally in range of those medium lasers. We got to get this
Dealing
Hunchback
minor
gone
damage.
before we deal with the rest of this, and that is proving
I
to be
hear ya.
difficult right now. See, do we have line of sight? I want to make sure I've got line of sight to this guy, but I also want to be as far away as possible. That looks like we do. Maybe? We're really, really close, which is unfortunate. 54% if we go there, so we'll do that. We'll back up, and we'll just sandblast the snot out of this mech. Fingers crossed it works. Oh, man. Oh, dude, chat, this is proving much more difficult. I'm at a loss for words, right? This is pretty crazy. So, this Hunchback is getting lower on armor. Everything's in the right torso. I got to get this Hunchback down, and then we can start pivoting either towards this turret or back around to where we started from and start focusing on these mechs, because we're about 2 turns away, is my guess, from direct fire onto us, straight up from those enemy mechs that are coming around the corner. And I want to start rolling these if we can.
Waiting for orders.
So we have our own Osol. That can punch a lot of stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to roll up here and pivot just a little bit. That way we can still get our fire in and just continue to unload onto this Hunchback. We got the torso opened up. In comes the small lasers. Heat sink destroyed. Still not quite enough. Oh, man. Oh, not good. Not good at all.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Oh, so chat, how's your afternoon going? How is your adventure watching this this craziness going on? For us, we're making some poor decisions here in BattleTech, failing to kill a brand new Hunchback we haven't seen before, the 4J, which looks pretty cool. And beyond that, doing some video editing later and watching some streams. So let's see, D1982. Let's see, we could melee for 70. We can technically do a lot more damage, though it is reduced due to cover. We could DFA, but we'll do a lot of damage to our legs, and I'm not quite ready for that. So let's just go into point blank range, let's get into cover, and let's just keep unloading under this fire starter. We're going to save our resolve. We need this to get built up as much as we can. It is one of the downsides to running twin Wolverines because they gain less resolve. So finally, the Hunchback is booking it out. A lot of evasion pips, it looks like.
Commander.
Our own Griffin is over here. Let's see. We have a Vulcan, we have a Shadowhawk, and we've got more stuff rolling around the backside. At least one enemy mech. And so we're going to do this. We're going to keep going after this guy. Not a great chance to hit. The small laser is pretty good, surprisingly. So we're going to keep just pushing and pushing and pushing on this mech. Keep doing damage. We got to get this squared away as much as possible. The Shadowhawk is getting real close. The thing is Battle Fist. It's got a lot of jack-of-all-trades weapons that will wreck us up pretty solid. And we've got this darn Locust in our backfield as well.
What can I do for ya?
Let's see. We have some pretty good chance to shoot here already. Oh, not that great, actually. 39. What if we back up even further? Not super great, but we do want to keep
Don't
out
even
of
tell
this
me
as much as
twice.
possible. So we're going to... Oh, man, we're just going to dive down on this. Fingers crossed. Trying to make this work. There's so much armor missing, but we're just sandblasting everything generally across. Maybe we can finally do this. Get some punch and crunch. We'll do this straight from the front if we're lucky. And hopefully finish this up. Here we go with the Osol. going in for the melee damage with the 3 support small lasers. Boom! Right torso destroyed, right arm destroyed, pilot ejected. Woo-wee! Oh man, Flavolicious getting it done. Someone just got dousted, man. Oh boy, oh baby. Now the Vulcan's gonna be within range with its support weapons for sure. There you go, all the things. So the question is, do we dogpile the Locust? Do we dogpile the Vulcan? Oh, they're finally getting line of sight on us, which is not good. Oh man, there's a full enemy Lance up there. We are gonna get torn to pieces. These are full mechs. What do we have up here? That is a Dervish. Oh no, that's not great. So I'm trying to figure out where to go. If we stay out of range of this turret over there, we should be fine. It shouldn't have line of sight, so we just got to get out of there. We could try to destroy the bases and bail. I think we can definitely win this, though, if we're lucky. Especially with Locust doing this, but we just got to clear our backfield and our front field, which is really, really dangerous. We have to focus fire is the main goal. Shoot. So with the Griffin, we're going to crunch and punch with our small laser. We don't need to lose heat. Left arm destroyed, structure exposed. In comes the small laser. There we go. And hopefully we can get this mech to bail on out pretty soon. There's probably a lot of bad decisions here because, oh man. I think we're going to be punching and crunching a lot with the Oslo. We can do a lot of damage with that melee hit. And but in the meantime,
Right here.
we're going to move up here with the Griffin. With our Wolverine, sorry. Try to get out of range of that turret. It looks like we are. Unload with everything we have here at this Locust. Fire all the things that we have. Do some more damage, and hopefully our LRM-30s will be enough. The Vulcan's rolling around. Still has the range for that weaponry. Our Osel is getting wrecked pretty hardcore. Fingers crossed that this doesn't go super sideways. This is a problem. A Dervish up here is a huge problem. It's got twin LRM-10s. Oh, man. We've got 2 other mechs up there as well. My guess is this is what's luring us, and something up here on the ridge. It's probably going to be a Blackjack if I had to guess, with the sort of firepower that is happening. With this, let's see, 64%. We'll just stay put. We'll fire on down. Here we go. And 3 left. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, we will see. We will see how that goes. Shoot. Not great. Hey, Hollow, how's it going, man? Does this mod remove evasion pips when you get shot at? It certainly does, Hollow. You don't need to be hit to remove the evasion pips. Basically, the theory is kind of similar to how vanilla is. When you get shot at, your enemy and the enemy Lance and Op 4 are starting to zero in on your mechs. So it's not quite the same. Permanent evasion is not a thing right now, so... I'm just trying to see, does D have... D does not have... Oh, Cobalt. Yeah, Cobalt does not have the multi-target, so that is what it is. Shoot. We're going to come up here. We're just going to melee. We're just going to keep crunching and punching on the Shadowhawk. Maybe we'll get lucky. There we go, 75 damage into the armor. In comes 3 small lasers. Let's see. Yeah, Moon is absolutely right. BattleTech Advanced 3062 is, which is one of the other 3 major mods that are out there. Oh, straight shot. That's not good. 3062 does have permanent evasion. 3025 does not. So what that means is 3025, you do lose evasion pips if you get shot at. So, oh man, our Griffin got just railed by that round. That was dangerous. Urban Mech R60. There's the AC-10, and there's the Blackjack. Shoot. Oh, man. Yeah, perm evasion is pretty cool. What I do like about it is that it makes lights viable, like you said. It can be annoying sometimes, so, I don't know. Different perspectives for different people, and that's why we got a couple different major mods out there, right? So we've got BattleTech Extended 3025, which we're currently playing. You've got BattleTech Advanced 3062, which is kind of once the clan wars start to kick off. Then you have Rogue Tech, which just throws everything in the kitchen sink into it, which is pretty darn cool, but it's fairly unstable. I know they're currently working to get that updated. BattleTech 3062, I think, is the only of the current major mods that is updated for 1.9. BEX3025 is for 1.8, and Rogue Tech is for earlier editions of BattleTech. So fingers crossed that gets squared away here sooner rather than later.
Yes, Commander.
Our Griffin, we're going to stomp on this guy. This has to go away. There we go. Right leg destroyed. Not quite what I was hoping for, actually. Shoot! He's still alive! Oh, man, I should have just shot him. Crap. Well, that was my mistake. That's not good. Let's see here.
I'm listening.
We're going to get up here, and we're going to not melee the snot out of that. We're going to go up here and melee the snot out of this mech because we are pretty hot. And we missed! Oh, all right, chat. All right, chat. We need to focus in. It didn't get knocked down, though. Interesting. Pilot incapacitated to injuries. Thank goodness. Whoo, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Do I have the Highlander burial achievement yet? I don't think I do, Alleycat. Not quite yet. We'll see what happens. We are making all sorts of mistakes here, but hey, that's part of the charm of the Burnt Toast Brigade, hanging out here with the TheChronicToast. We're here to have fun, super casual, and definitely bad stuff happens to us as a result. But it's all part of the fun stuff. It makes good content. So Shadowhawk, Vulcan, they're finally out of our sector, which means we can now have a finalized front here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mechs. Urban Mech R60 with an AC-10 is bad. This with the twin AC-2s is not that great. The Dervish with the support is not super fun. We've got a Vulcan 2T with an AC-2 and the Shadowhawk. I kind of want to jump on the Shadowhawk. This thing has a lot of versatility. It can basically harass you at every single chance of the opportunity, right? So, let's see. Moon says that, yeah, permanent invasion can be annoying, but it also makes things like TTS systems, targeting systems and whatnot, with plus accuracy super worth it. Absolutely true. Yeah, Locust Pilot sweating intensifies. I think pretty much just knocked himself out there falling down. So
Waiting on you, Commander.
we're going to move up here a little bit more. Can't quite get line of sight, but hey, that's okay. We'll get those shots out no matter what. We are almost at 50%, which means our accuracy will increase. And once that happens, I will be very, very excited. Vulcan is moving around, still focusing over on the Osel, which normally I'd say is okay, but we're getting to the point where the armor on that is starting to become a problem, and this is our heaviest mech. Once that starts to roll, we're going to have a really, really bad day. Oh man, if we get any closer, we will find ourselves in a really bad spot with that enemy mech as well. Oh man. Because I have a large laser. This turret has a large laser, so we can see where this red line disappears is right up here. That being said, coming over here should block our line of sight from direct fire weapons, which will help us out. So we're going to roll for this no matter what we do. We're going to go after this, this Shadowhawk. See if we can't get some armament and limbs taken off on this. 2 large lasers. There we go. Solid shots. The AI is pivoting in a way that we couldn't get this last turret, and so we still have a restriction on movement here, unfortunately. If we can get down into here, we can fight from this area, but we don't have cover, which is making this fight a lot worse. And the Dervish is coming up here to get height, which means they're going to get an accuracy bonus as well. Into our back, not super good. We have 3 armor back left there. We are getting close to being wrecked as well, and we're still getting popped by that turret. And there went our right arm, which has most of our armament in this mech as well. Not super good. Thankfully, that was a miss from way up on high. That was the AC-10 from the Urban Mech. Oh, man. Let's get this Wolverine out of here. Man, not a lot that we can easily do. We're going to try to protect that right arm as much as possible. We're going to come up here, and we're just try to keep focusing down this Shadowhawk. We're 2 resolve away from getting that accuracy boost of being 50% or higher. It's coming up for a melee. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's not great. Shadowhawks punch well above their weight. Thankfully, though, it is now within our punch and crunch range, so I'm okay with that. Oh, man, do we really want to punch it? We can punch for 75 damage, and I think we're going to do that. I think we're definitely going to do that with HBFT and the Griffin. That'll guard our... that'll leave our left arm open, but hey, what are you going to do? The whole left side of this mech is pretty okay. It's the right-hand side we need to be worried about. There goes an ammo explosion. Right torso, right arm destroyed. Oh, baby. Nice. Finally starting to pick this thing free. These things up here are having a bit more difficult time getting targeting on us. The Osel is now in a very, very rough way. Oh, man, that is going to be a huge bummer if we're not careful. So with that, 39%. 29%. What about if we just stay where we are? 29%. Let's do this, I guess. 69% from being way up here on the ridge. Not super good. We could get targeted down, but that'll be okay. This is armor that hasn't really been wrecked up too much just yet. Let's go for that Shadowhawk. Let's keep rolling on it. All the lerms. Come on, baby. Come on. Real close. The CT is now opened up. Oh, man. What do we have? The Blackjack is moving in. It's getting range on height. Not good. Not good indeed. That left arm is barely hanging on there. Dervish is coming down into the firepower range of being in the forest. Oh, there goes an arm. There goes an arm on the Osel. And we're about ready to lose a torso. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. This, you know what? I think the Irana Restoration is rightly pissed off. They've had a really rough go of it with us, kind of stepping in all their stuff, you know. So hey, what are you gonna do? That's the left arm, so we're gonna pivot as much as we can to protect this, and we're gonna keep picking on this Shadowhawk. Fingers crossed. Here we go. 2 large lasers, 2 small lasers. He's panicked, but the CT is still up. Oh man, these are crunchy mechs. Urban Mech is rolling in too. Big solid miss. There's not a lot of maneuverability. We're trapped here in a box because of that large laser turret that's way down there. We couldn't get that squared away, and unfortunately, we are hemmed in right now. We could kind of pull back down here, which might not be a bad way to go, actually. I just don't know if we have the movement for it. We aren't being harassed by that right now, which is good.
Ready for orders.
So with that, I'm going to back up here a little bit. I'm just going to keep backing up, and I still have my small laser range, so we're going to roll for it. Here we go. We are above 50%. CT destroyed. HBFT Gaming showing how it's done. Finally putting the mech down. And now there are 4. The Vulcan has the long range. It doesn't need to get that close. He can do a lot from cover with the flamers as well, which is ridiculously crazy. And we're going to have to get them to shift from that position, but they have a lot of long-range stuff, which isn't super good for us.
I hear ya.
Shoot.
Reporting.
We could charge up there with D and just crunch and punch, but we don't really have a large amount of small... We don't have any support weapons to make that worthwhile. So we're going to protect the right arm from this as much as possible. Pivoting to the left-hand side will take most of the firepower. And we're going to shoot with everything that we can. We're going to keep at it. We're going to keep after it. Structure exposed. There we go. An arm is opened up. The CT is damaged pretty good. And we're forcing the mechs to go up high. Oh, thankfully a lot of misses. Just trying to find ways and positions to break line of fire on certain aspects of this battlefield as we retreat back this way. We could go this way. We're going to reveal ourselves to a lot of shots, but they're going to have to break out into the open too, except for these long-range mechs back here.
Good to go.
So with that being said, I'm going to come back here. I think you can see the orange pips means it's a pretty darn good opportunity. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get some shots in here. Continuing on with the LRM-10s. We are running out, unfortunately. Left arm destroyed, which is good. So once this mech runs out of LRM-10s, we're down to a small laser and punching, which is not a great use of a Wolverine. But hey, it could take a brunt. Our Osel is just getting hammered. Now we do have CT destruction on, which is not good. So, oh wow, he overheated to make that work with the Dervish. Oh boy. We're gonna pivot back here again, and we're gonna get those 2 large lasers on the Osel rolling. Again, breaking line of sight from at least one mech. They can still see us up top a little bit. They know that we're there, right? So here we go. 2 large lasers trying to get some damage in. Oh, there's 1 left on the internal on that. Otherwise, the arm would have popped. They're going up top. They're getting some shots. They're trying to shoot at our Wolverine up here in the back, which is good. Once this runs out of lerm ammo, we're going to be running up in melee and stuff because it's the only thing we can do with that mech at that point.
For orders.
HBFT, we're going to pivot back into cover some more. SRM6s, can we do this from back here? We can, but we're not quite in cover. No matter what we do here, this is going to help. This is going to help. Being back here in cover gives us an extra reduction of damage coming in. So firing off all those salvos are SRM6s. Maybe we'll get lucky. The arm is still attached, which is not super great. He's coming nice and close, though. We can hopefully crunch and punch if we have to. Oh, man. Golly jeez. So, chat, for those of you that are here in Twitch, as well as those of you that are out there on the realm of YouTube or watching this over on Video on Demand, have you ever been in a similar situation like this where you've pushed in, you've started to roll a flank, and you've then started to having to retreat back? If so, how have you handled it? Has there been some good stories, some bad stories, some hilarious stories? Let me know. Post it in chat. Post it in the comment section down below, and we'll see what we can do with that. I do run a lot of D&D stuff and some RPGs, and so not only is this cool information to have and to talk about and to experience and to share those stories, it gives me ideas for extra content that I make for my off-stream activities as well. So it's super, super cool. Man, that dervish got real hot. What's in this Vulcan? So the arm has a flamer in it, which I really want to have go away. AC2, medium laser. Is there anything in the CT? There's really not. So, oh, man. We're going to have Kobold kind of keep going back a little bit. 59% chance to hit. Can we get more if we go further back? Not really. So we're just going to stay here. And we're going to shoot one more salvo. Here we go. There goes some torsos. There goes some arms. Nice, 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 nice. Ammo explosion, pilot injury, and they ejected. Oh, man, that helps a lot. That helps a lot as that pilot goes towards the stratosphere. Our Ossaul is so badly damaged. Oh my gosh. So now we get to focus in on this dervish. I really want to go after this blackjack and this urban mech back there. But they're really piled in here too. This dervish with LRM-10s is sandblasting us to pieces. The AC-2s and the AC-10s, though, are one hit just wrecking a lot of stuff on us, which is not super good. The Wolverine could get nice and close. We don't need to, though. I want to try to protect this as much as possible, so we are going to protect the right arm as much as we can. And we're going to just dogpile everything that we can into this enemy mech. Oh, boy. And Alleycat, if you're still watching, could you elaborate on what the Highlander Burial Achievement is? It's something that I've heard of, but I don't think I have it just yet, so... And Hollow says, jump jets usually run mechs that can jump, fall back to force cover, and return fire, or just keep leapfrogging back to break line of sight if overwhelmed. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have that many jump jets. I think we've got one or maybe two mechs with them. One of our Wolverines does, and that's really about it. So, let's see. This is the Ossaul. Thankfully, we got large lasers. We can continue to fall back on this. So we're going to keep doing that. Keep focusing in on this dervish, trying to get some damage in on it. So, it's lore. You need a Highlander to do that. Oh, okay. Well, oh gosh, that looked like it hurt. Oh man, we were within range. Shoot. Golly gee whiz. And they use it to bury mechs. Oh man, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yep, so we are officially at the point where I think we need to break and fall back, try to get these enemy mechs to come over, and then do overwhelming firepower. We'll see. Who do we have up here? We have D. We've got a lot of... We don't really have a large amount of capability to run. So we'll get here into cover. And we will protect... Let's see, the right arm. The left arm has the most ammo, or armor, so we'll do that. We're going to break back. We're going to try to run down here and fight from this position, which is where we started. They're going to come and chase us down, which is not super great. But we're going to do what we can. Unfortunately, the dervish has LRMs, so once they get line of sight on it, that's going to continue to rock'em sock'em robots us. But hopefully these direct fire mechs, the urban mech and the blackjack, can indeed, you know, get over towards us, and then we'll have to deal with it. Like, hopefully they'll have to break line of sight. We'll see. We're drawing him out. I want to get away from that large laser. That's really wrecking our faces a lot. Oh, there goes a torso on the Ossaul. That's not great. Finally stressed pilot. Let's just see. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna zoom in. Yeah, this definitely does break line of sight up here. So, we lost some good weaponry. I'm not too worried about that. We do. We still have some armor, which is good. Unfortunately, that is going to be one of the last mechs that are up here. And so with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. And we are going to continue. We're going to rain down on the blackjack. It's a really bad chance to hit, so we're going to hold off on that. We're going to sensor lock. Something? Blackjack? Yeah, we'll do that. At the very least, we can get that evasion on there. And then Flavolicious is going to book it. Down and over.
Going full throttle.
And all we have left is our own Wolverine, who apparently D thinks this is pretty good. Improved to unsettled, and just got shot, and doing okay.
I hear ya. Reporting.
So D, we're gonna have you sprint all the way down here into cover. Then we're gonna reposition on this. We're gonna force them to come to us. Hopefully, that's the goal. We really tried to fight from this position, and we can't effectively do it, which is a bummer. So this LRM mech is going to be here in the back here for a little bit, trying to give us the most amount of distance that we can get to get the best accuracy, because we have 2 more salvos of LRM-10, and that's it. Then we're punchy with a small laser, and that's all we're doing. So we're going to keep sensor locking different mechs. I think this is just on range, so we'll do that. Keep getting those sensor locks so we can see where they are. Keep getting their ability to accurately do stuff be reduced. And hopefully they do come in our way. And so, oh man, Armad and a small laser. So we're going to protect that left side, but that's actually dangerous. Actually, no, it's not. The right torso. We want to actually protect the right torso because it's got where all of our ammo and SRM6s are in. So we'll do that. Let's see. Where's the lowest point down here? That's the big question. I think down here on this left end is lower than that, which means we should have better protection from line of sight. So we're going to hopefully get down here.
Receiving you.
And we will protect that right side.
On the move. Hit
that brace button. And we'll see what happens, chat. Ladies and gents, hopefully we can get them in here and it will go well. Man, the right arm is really all we have left to protect on this, so we're going to go for that. Protect that right side as much as possible with the Osol and we'll brace. And everyone's getting a little bit better. We're generating resolve, which is good. We can use that to precision strike here at some point if we're lucky. This Wolverine, it's really the left arm that's doing most of the beneficial stuff here, so we're going to do that. We're going to keep that towards the enemy. And we are going to see what they do. I'm hoping they come closer, but so far it does not look like that is actually going to be the case.
What can I do for you?
Is there anything within range? Just barely. Let's see.
Sensors locked on.
The Dervish is finally coming closer. Okay. We're playing a little bit of cat and mouse game here. They're going to have to push us out of this point if they want it. The AI sometimes does derpy things. So we're going to brace up with HB. Flavolicious we're going to brace with as well.
Roger.
And there they go. They're getting a little bit closer. Kobol's got sensor locks, so we're going to do that as well. We're going to keep this mech sensor locked also.
Got a lock.
There we go. Nicely done. So this is one of the first times I've had to retreat back this far from a fighting position to another one. So I'm very curious to see how this works. Which mech is going to break line of sight? And they're going to do a lot of damage. They're probably going to get the first salvo in, is my guess. And it's probably going to be this Dervish that's going to get in here and probably peek us from over the ridge. Which is not super ideal. We're going to pivot back a little bit more. Use that left arm.
Affirmative.
Just to get further down in this hole. That's the goal. And same thing with Flavolicious. The right arm with Osol. We're gonna hang out here. We're okay. Getting a little closer. Thankfully, the blackjack looks like it's holding back, which is gonna help us out quite a bit. It's a matter of which mech do we dive into. It's gonna be the Dervish if we get the choice between that and the Urban mech. Simply because the Urban mech AC-10 is super dangerous. However, This has a lot more weapon systems that can really, really rack us up. Now, if this peeks over first, we got to dogpile that because it'll spot for the lerms on this.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So sensor lock, we'll do that. Keep seeing where it is. Stripping the evasion, giving its sensors penalties as well. Yeah, that's right. In comes. Ooh, next turn that mech is going to peek over the ridge. Guaranteed. Which is not going to be good.
Commander.
Let me keep bracing up. Here they come. I'm legit nervous, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, I am nervous. I'm legit nervous. We're going to reserve. We're going to let them make the first move. And they're reserving as well. The blackjack is coming up, but it is behind. Here's the dervish. It sees us. It's shooting from cover. Oh, gosh. Into our one Wolverine, which is good to go. Let's move up and dogpile this thing. Thankfully, these two mechs do not have long-range lerms, so we can get up here and dogpile this dervish. It is in cover, which is kudos to that pilot for doing that. But hey, it is what it is. Let's see. What do we want to do?
Waiting for orders.
I think we're going to move up and fire on this thing. Thankfully, we're not breaking line of sight just yet. Really got to get this dervish taken care of. We just got to dogpile it as much as we possibly can. This is going to turn into a big, giant furball, unfortunately.
Commander.
Again, this is the left arm. That is the good arm. We don't need to get too close, so we can do this from here. And so we're going to keep firing that from this location. Using that left arm that has armor. Focus in on this enemy mech. Continuing to wreck on this. It's out of evasion now, thankfully. And Cobalt with the lerms. Let's see, we're just going to fire from where we are right here. 64% chance. We have 2 more salvos. Let's roll. We're at 85%. Boom! There it is. There it is. I really want to save this precision strike until we can absolutely just get the max usage out of it.
Yes.
The Ossol. We're going to hang back. Just pivot just enough to get up here. Our mech is heavily hurting. We only have a large laser that can really, really help. So there we go. Big solid impact. And oh man. The mechs are coming up. Has not crested the ridge just yet. Oh golly gee whiz. That is fantastic.
Waiting for orders.
Cobalt, we are going to use your last salvo. We are going to use precision strike. CT is not going to work very well. What do we have here? LRM-10 and ammo. In the CT is jump jets. Over here are LRM-10 and ammo. That is a medium laser SRM-2. I think it's pretty evenly split. It is. We could go for the leg. Oh, man, we could go for the leg. The question is, do we go next? That's a rough one. So we're going to CT. No, sorry, we're going to precision strike into the torso. I think is what we're going to do. So, there we go. Here we go. Torso's off. Some of the damage and the firepower is gone. Pilot injury indeed. Unsteady. It's probably going to move. No, the blackjack is moving up to support. They are still 1 turn away. He's probably potentially 2. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Here we go. We can do precision strike 1 more time, but we really... Oh, do we really want to do that? I think we're going to. We're going to go for the leg on this. We're going to put him down on the ground. If we're lucky. Oh, not enough, but at least it went to the CT. Shoot. They did get knocked down, so that is 1 more injury on this dervish. Thank goodness. And they are now on the ground. I don't want to get up too close to this. I just want to be right here. Get that small laser in range. And we're just going to just keep dogpiling this CT. Make this dervish go away. There it is. CT destroyed. HBFT doing work. Someone just got dousted, man. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Ooh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. That is a relief off my chest, off my shoulders. Oh, man. So the Osol, we're going to reserve. We're going to see what they do. We're going to brace. We're probably going to pull this Griffin back if we get the chance. I doubt it's going to be the case. The Irvec now has line of sight. Here we go. Ooh, left arm destroyed on the Griffin. Thankfully, there's nothing over there. This has been a very expensive match, ladies and gents. Wow.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to get up here. I want to continue to shoot this stuff as much as possible without giving myself the ability to be seen by that blackjack. So we're going to go up here. We're going to keep trying to build some resolve, do some damage here to this urban mech. And yeah, it's harder to hit because of the narrow profile. Oh, there's the blackjack. Bad news bears. Bad day, bad day. Oh, man, leg mod destroyed. Unfortunately, that is where it's at. Shoot. The blackjack is in cover with evasion. That's a really, really dangerous mech. This has the one-shot knockout power to remove limbs, though. So,
Copy.
with that being said, we will pivot over here.
Confirm.
Oh, not a good chance, but we're going to go for it. Trying to get all that firepower in as much as possible. So what do you think, chat? Do you think we're going to keep all of our mechs together? That's going to be one of the big questions. I don't really know. So our Wolverine, there's not a lot that we can do. So we're going to move up here. We're out of lerms. We only have a small laser, so melee time it is. And we are going to start sensor locking the snot out of stuff. We're going to do this just to help
I've got a sensor.
get rid of that evasion pip that it does have. And Flavolicious is going to try to get a good firing arc. There we are. Again, we're going to keep this this right arm as much as possible if we can next time. But right now, we're kind of exposing ourselves. That being said, we've got a good shot with a large laser. And we hit. Structure exposed into the torso. Finally, the enemy pilot is unsettled. Urban is coming down to get that small laser in range is my guess. Oof. Solid hits. But it's into our empty Wolverine.
Easy on the armor, buddy.
Yeah, easy indeed. And so with that, we're going to melee.
Good to go.
We're going to go up and just crunch and punch. Get that swing. It's a miss, but we do have a small laser. We are stripping an evasion pip, which is really, really, really good. And we missed that as well, but it has no more evasion pips on it. Unfortunately, the blackjack is coming up. It's going to just dogpile into our Griffin. Our arm is gone. Ooh, and our torso is gone. Right arm, right torso destroyed. Pilot injured. HBFT Gaming super stressed out. Oh, man. Not good.
Commander.
There are no weapon systems left on this mech other than jumping, and we would blow our own leg off if we did that. So melee time it is.
Ready for
Oh, man. Golly, man. Let's go and go for it. And it's a miss. Ladies and gents, this has been one heck of a mission.
Repeat. Negative.
We're running rags to riches right now. Holy cow. Really good chances to hit here, so we're going to go for it. CT's finally opened up, doing some work. Flavolicious, we're going to come back down here and protect that arm as much as possible. Here we go, large laser. Left leg, left torso, left arm destroyed. That is one more pilot injury and one more when they hit the ground. And they're ejecting. It is now a single blackjack. This has been a meal of a mission, ladies and gents, but we are doing fantastically good because all of our mechs are still technically here. So
Commander.
we're going to have Cobalt roll up here.
Coordinates received.
Get this guy's attention with a small laser. Here we are. We went through so much LRM ammunition. Holy wow, that was crazy. Blackjack is rolling down and shooting at... Ooh. Right leg destroyed on the Griffin. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. And HBFT ejects towards the stratosphere. Ridiculous, he says, as he reaches up towards space. Oh, man.
Copy.
We definitely did not come out ahead on this mission. That is for sure. We're going to get up here. We're going to push the situation with our Wolverine. We're going to come up here and fire everything that we have. We're a little bit closer to getting above 50% accuracy bonus again.
Standing by.
Oh, man. See, is that? Yeah, we got to protect our side up there. So here we go. We're going up and shooting everything we have, which isn't a lot. Left arm destroyed on the blackjack. That's half its weapon systems down. It's only got 3 medium lasers and AC2 left.
Let's hit him hard.
And with that, we get a chance to go first. So we're going to have our own Wolverine get up here into its face. Smash away. Big solid impact into internal structure. In comes the small laser. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Little tickle in the internals. Stray shots into the face of him. That's all right. Doing okay. The repair bills on our mechs are going to be...
Structural damage.
They're going to be pretty rough. That's just going to be the nature of what we got going on. So point blank range, firing all the rest of our SRM4s. Left torso destroyed. That is a pilot injury on that Blackjack. And we are down to a large laser and a pulse. That is all we have. Oh man, we're gonna roll up here as well. Why not with the Osol and get our 2 small lasers and our large laser into the face of this mech. Here we go. Solid hits right off the bat. He's finally getting stressed on out. And we get to go again. Kobolds are going to come in and do one more round of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Oh boy. Solid crunch. No more left of that to go. Oh, we do have a small laser. Finally, he's in the panicked range. Enemy mech is moving and apparently is not sticking around. So I'll take that as a win. We'll roll up here. We'll fire everything we have. Large pulse, medium pulse. There it goes. There it goes. Doing some more damage. And with that, we'll get Flavolicious to roll in here and get a big giant crunch and punch with the Osol, our long-suffering mech of the evening. Holy cow. Absolute crazy on this shindig. There we go. AC2 crit. Pilot is panicked. Will they bail? They are not. They are definitely not. So we'll roll up one more time with Kobold. And ladies and gents, after this, we still have to go in. Our right torso destroyed. Panic level critical. That's a pilot injury right there. Oh, man. After this, we still have to deal with a large laser and go in and wreck some buildings. Whoa. This mission, we are definitely not coming out ahead on. That is for sure. In comes the melee. There we go. Pilot ejecting. Ooh-wee. Oh, man. So let's get up here. Let's get into contact with all this jazz. We're going to start sprinting. And we're going to get as close as we possibly can. And, yeah. We'll have D go up. And large laser start working on this turret. Getting this done. The stress level's down a little bit as long as we can get this torso, this turret down and it does not wreck our torso. AKA Cobalt having to sprint all the way up into danger. Simply because only got a small laser for weapons left over. Flavolicious, gonna be hanging out up here. And getting that large laser action in on that turret. Boom! Solid impact gets down to 60 armor. And it's probably gonna get a chance to shoot us. And it's going for the Wolverine. Oh man, and they shot their own structures. Well, I guess that's what's gonna happen.
Waiting for orders.
We're gonna get up here. We're going to target this thing with the small laser.
Here we go.
There we go. Down to 40 armor left on that. Super exciting, I know, Chad, but we're going to try to wrap this up here on this mission as best we can. Then we'll see what we have next in store. So, large laser and a pulse. Down to 17 total damage needs to be done. Flavolicious, we're going to give you the risk on this. We're going to roll in.
Affirmative.
And we're going to shoot this thing with a large laser.
Engaging.
There we go. Turret destroyed. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Quita says, have you considered meritorious promotions for mech warriors to perform with exceptional valor? Imagine Call of Duty medals / promotions, but done via notes for a campaign until it's implemented via mod. That's a really good idea, Quietus. That's a really, really good idea. For the most part, I really, really like it a lot. We're kind of doing a pirate campaign right now, so what that means is, for the most part, as long as they keep bringing in the bacon, we're good to go. But that is definitely something that is worthwhile. I really like that idea a lot. Let me write this down here real quick. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to write that down and see if I can't remember to bring that over to the Wish section of 3025 and mention that up. And if you want, you can go over to their Discord and mention it as well. That's a really cool idea. Basically like achievements for pilots, right? That's cool. So let's see. Now we just have to wreck some buildings. And I think we can do that. I think we can get that done. Oh, man. Oh. That was a bit of a stressful situation. We definitely did not make enough C-bills to cover the repair costs on that. But
Acknowledged.
Hopefully we got some parts of a 4J Hunchback.
Enemy
That was
structure
cool.
eliminated.
Haven't ever run into one of those before.
Target destroyed.
Oh, man.
Reporting.
Let's see. There's large. There's medium. Do we have any other smalls? Does not look like it. So we're just going to stand here and just shoot stuff. Works for me.
Moving. Here we go.
Yeah, we weren't in a really good position on this mission either. For those of you out there in chat that were wondering, to just come in, wreck buildings, and then flee. Because on where those mechs were, they can come around and come up, and we would just get dogpiled before we could do stuff. And we would have to deal with the turret first. And so it's like, man, we couldn't quite clear that last turret. And so we had to start falling back and then rolling back even further. And there's probably a better way to tactically approach it. We could have immediately fallen far back to the right and fought over here, out of line of sight of all of the turrets, and brought mechs in. But the moment their locust would have come up, we would have been spotted for their alarms. And I don't know, there's pros and cons, as there usually is to a lot of this stuff. And I'm always curious on what your thoughts were. So in chat, what would you think would have been a better way to approach this mission with the mechs that we took on it? Was there another way that we could have gone? Was there another way to approach this? Should we have pushed further quicker? Should we have fallen back faster? I don't know. I'm always interested to learn. I'm always interested to see what people have to say. And mostly because I can get a chance to be a better player, right? And help, put wrinkles in my brain in a good way with thoughts and knowledge and learning cool things like that. So let's see. Large military. Mediums over here. So we'll do this.
Right, Commander.
Get a point blank range and shoot it up with our small laser. There we go. And for those of you that are out there watching on YouTube, please post your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you're watching this in video on demand, either hit me up with a message or hit me up over on Twitter as well. Oh, man. So let's see. Quita says, basically a variation on Mongol tactics. Strike hard enough to draw response forces out, kite them, defeat them in detail when local superiority is achieved, rinse and repeat. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's really, really not a bad idea. Alicat says, I would argue that a big issue in this game is people don't use range brackets effectively. This is very, very true. I'm guilty of that, mostly because I make a lot of close-in range brawlers. And so what we've tried to do with our LRM Wolverine that we got here, so it basically chat said, hey, you should try out an LRM mech. So we were looking for odd, weird ways to go in. Hey, thanks, Sumar. We completed the mission. We looked for odd, weird ways to build that out. So why don't you do a 1010 LRM build? I said, all right, cool, I'll try it out. And it's really making me rethink range bands, because that mech has to be far enough away that I can get the LRMs done, correct? And so, like, that's what I really like about and hate about the Shadowcat when it's on the Op 4. It's got a weapon range for all the different range bands, and so it's very tactically flexible, right? As far as a harasser unit. So, yeah, people like the Rock'em Sock aspects, but this is just exposes you to counterattack. You're absolutely correct. 100%. Early game, we had to do a lot of melee stuff because we didn't have the armor or the speed to really run in and do a lot of stuff. We would try to wear down enemy mechs and then come in and just crunch because we could do a lot of damage. But if you don't clear the AO, the area that you're operating in, quickly enough, or you secure it well enough, those melee attacks, you just get wrecked really, really hard. Where we've been fighting a lot, we've run into a lot of ranged mechs, and so getting up in their face was the right decision. But now we're starting to see a larger variation of mechs, and they're really starting in the Op 4 to support each other with overlapping fields of fire. So it's something that we do need to get better at for sure. Man, this Griffin is just wrecked hard. Golly gee whiz, man. Oof. Oofta indeed. Usually how we've been running is 3 close-in brawlers with a long-range support, whether that's LRMs or large lasers. So we'll see how that goes. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Here we go, Hunchback 4J. Let's see what this has to say. I've never run into one of these before. I'm like really excited. Stock role is Juggernaut and Close Assault. Modified to aid with indirect fire support, as well as being able to act as a guardian for fire support lances. The HBK-4J succeeds at both roles. With its twin LRM-10s, it can contribute to the barrage, whilst its 5 medium lasers allows it to fend off light mechs that tend to harass fire support teams. And of course, it's got the Mech Quirk Battle Fist, +2 melee hit chance, which is terrifying. So, We are going to get a pick 2, get 8. We're going to go for these hunchback pieces. We could try to go for a blackjack, but even if we got all the parts, we wouldn't get enough to build it. So this is a really cool 50-tonner. I've never run into one of these before, so we're going to go for that. Oh, you know what, though? We're going to have to pull one of these off and go for a Shadowhawk. Simply because this will give us another medium mech, another 55-ton mech. So we're going to go for that. We're going to get the Shadowhawk. Hopefully we can get some more parts. Trying to see what we have down here. Nothing super crazy. No plus weaponry. And there we go. We get the Shadowhawk piece, which is cool. Kind of the jack of all trades. And the Hunchback. And this is the heavier armored version, I believe, of the Shadowhawk. There's another variant that's out there that's a lot lighter armed. So we got something out of it. We got a mech, which is cool. We have a lot of a lot of repairs to do. Just gonna take and deserve one big swig of coffee. Oh. Oh man, super good. Quita says, one thing that the game doesn't model yet is the personal finances of the individual mech warriors, including the commander, so that if something catastrophic happens, personnel could decide to contribute and or have the option to buy shares in the company, potentially reducing payouts by that percentage in the future. Oh man, Quitas, everyone give Aquitas Venator a round of applause. That is a fantastic idea. It was a really, really good idea. Oh, I don't know if they can model it that well, but maybe there's some ways they can do that on the payouts, because there are payout values, salaries per mech warrior pilot, right? So there could be a way to plug that in for mods. That's a really, really cool way to go. Oh man, that'd be really, really nifty. I like it. Basically have someone else go in and go in and actually become ownership of the company, right? I mean that happens in lore, right? Hollow says, I'm not a fan of corporate bailouts. Well, I mean, these are just people that you've paid money to that are paying back into your company, so maybe that would work out well. It really depends, right? So let's see. We are going to build the Shadowhawk, definitely for sure. That is super, super cool. We don't have enough parts that we, per our own rules, for a Locust. We're not going to build that. Man, that was expensive. We got above this, but we are going to pay for that in the mech bay. Oh, I guess now's a good time to go in and do those pirate missions, hey? Those half skulls and those one skulls. I think now is definitely a good time to tackle those. Do we have anything that we can just straight up repair? We do. We can repair that for 3 days. And we can repair the other Wolverine as well. The Griffin is going to be a huge refit. We're going to go for the Osel first. That's our 60-tonner. That's going to be really, really good. We'll repair this up. And everything here is going to be in the torso. There's going to be a small laser and a large laser indeed. So let's see. Do we have any fancy small lasers? We do. We'll stick that in there. What about for our missiles? That's right. No, large weapons. That's right. Large laser. We don't have a fancy one, but that'll be all right. We'll kind of mix these up. That way you've got some dangerous stuff over here, some dangerous stuff over here. Fingers crossed it works out fantastically okay. I'm not going to switch these weapons around. That'll add time to the repair. With that, I think this fixes this up appropriately. That'll be good. Here we go. Our Osel is back in the game. Oh, man. Got that classic black and white and gray Burnt Toast Brigade paint scheme on there. Any paint that we usually put on these things just gets absolutely melted away when we overheat. So it is what it is. We're going to refit this Griffin. Wow. Man. Arm mods and leg mods, we'll see what we get with those. Small laser, we'll put that back in the arm over here. Holy cow. We didn't have anything in the head. We did, however, have 2 SRM ammos and 3 SRM 6s. I think we still have enough for all of that. We do. We technically do. We'll have to consider picking up some more of this stuff. But so we got some extra tonnage. We got half a ton to play with, is what it looks like. We could rip this out, put a medium laser in there. I really don't want to do that too much. I want to be able to leave this somewhat useful. I don't think we can max out the armor and make up this difference. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to be enough, so we'll just leave this down like this. We have a half ton to play with. We could take out a jump jet. We could put one more jump jet in, which is actually a pretty cool idea, actually. So let's do that. We will pull out some jump jets, put these down here in the legs, and we'll put another jump jet in. Why not? That seems like that'd be a pretty cool idea. Now, as far as equipment goes, we really don't have much else going in this. This mech runs hot, but we can cycle these SRMs if we need to, so I'm not too worried about it. The jump jets, we don't... that's the question, though. We don't really use the jump jets that often. So we could free up some extra space if we wanted to. We'll see. We'll leave it as it is for now. And if we need to, we can definitely jump on top of some enemy mechs. So fingers crossed it works out well. We'll leave this the way it is. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a lot of repair bills. Let's see. Where is our... We'll move this down here. Where is our Shadowhawk? I think we got to ready it from storage. Because in 3025, it doesn't automatically go into your mech bay. There we go with a Shadowhawk. Let's ready this up. Ladies and gentlemen in chat, ruminate on this for a little bit. Think about this. What is the oddest, weirdest, rarest build you've seen on a Shadowhawk 2H? Now, I ask that because we could just go in with the Jack of all trades. We can do a couple more common builds. But one is one that you... What's a build that you don't see that often, either in streams or your own playthroughs? What's a really rare way to build this mech? And if it ends up being effective, that'd be relatively cool as well. I'm looking for odd stuff, right? Like odd, interesting ways to build these things up just to see what it does, you know? Also, if anyone recalls how we can turn on the DLC for the alternative Shadowhawk pack, let me know. There's a fancy version of this, and I have it. I just forget how it's set up. Oh! There we go. There it is. I already figured it out. Chat, you're fantastic. Thank you very much. There we go with a Burnt Toast Brigade symbol right there on the mech. Oh, baby. Look at this crunchy monkey right here. The Umbra pattern DLC. Oh, man. Burnt Toast Brigade way down here. Look at that grumpy bender. That's kind of a weird placement, but hey, whatever. Cool. Oh, man. That looks really fancy. That looks like a crunchy boy. Oh, boy. I like it. Nice, nice, nice. I don't think we have that option on anything else. That's just a completely different model, right? So you get the default. Oh, this is now the default, huh? And you can go to Umbra. That's where we are. So cool. Does anyone know where this is from? I'm curious if this is from like the clan era, different Inner Sphere variants on this, different kits on this. I don't know. It looks pretty beefy. I think we'll roll with it. Looks nice. Cool. All right, so let's go over here. We have some more mediums. I think we'll be okay. We definitely do need to get some Mech Warrior pilots back in action because I think we're pretty well tuckered out. We only got one, so we need to get 3 more pilots. It looks like if we do 2 days on the clock, we can definitely do that. So we'll go to August 5th, and then we'll start taking some of those pirate missions, getting our rep up with them, and take a few missions of there and kind of work out on the stream at that point. So let's see here. Contracts. Let's go over here. Are they still in the area? They definitely are. Nothing new up here. Got some really big ones. A 2.5 skull fly swatter assassinate that if we had full mechs, it'd be pretty good. That'd be a pretty good way to go. Right now, we'll do the... Oh, man. Escorts can break so hard sometimes, but we're going to do it. We're going to at least do what we have to do. We'll hit that negotiate button. We are above 1.5 million C-bills technically. We lost a lot of cash repairing those mechs. So we'll keep it here, get 250,000 C-bills, pick 2, get 8. Should be okay. We'll get a little bit closer here on this reputation. And we're not going to take the Wolverine. So, Alley Cat, you're absolutely correct. 1.9 did help fix escorts. However, BattleTech Extended 3025 is not yet updated for 1.9. So as a result, we are still rolling on 1.8 with the BattleTech Extended Commanders Edition 3025 mod that is in 1.8.1.8. So, yeah, 1.9 definitely did fix escorts. However, the current mod pack that we're running hasn't been updated yet to fix that. I know Harry78, Don Zappo, and Just In Case are working on that. Fingers crossed it comes out here in the next few weeks, if not this week. That'd be cool. But I know they're working on it, and I know it's not an easy thing. There's a lot of moving parts in these mods when they pull them together. So with that, I think we're going to roll in on this one skull. I think we're going to take our 2 Phoenix Hawks and our 2 fire starters. So we do a fire starter and a panther. The panther will be our kind of our long range mech a little bit here. So we'll pull a Phoenix Hawk off and we'll pull down Trebuchet. Yeah, we'll do the missile close quarters Trebuchet. We'll do the long range jump Hawk with the extra weapons for the different ranges. We'll do our punch and crunch fire starter here to support the Trebuchet. And then we've got our long range twin large laser panther over here to back him up as well. And so with that, who do we have? Sarvik. Oh, buddy. Oh, baby. Oh, man. So we're going to have Sarvik go down here into the panther. Going down here, he loves the large lasers. And so we'll have him get a chance to rock that up. Who else do we have? We've got garrisoned up here. We don't unfortunately have a Griffin to stick him in. Havoc Robo, that's right, buddy. Oh man, what's going to be one of our hottest mechs? It's probably going to be the Trebuchet. So Havoc Robo, you get a chance to go into the Trebuchet with those twin SRM6s and quad medium lasers. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, this might be good training for hit and run. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Oh man, what do we have for the Phoenix Hawk? We need someone that can shoot pretty good. We'll put someone in there. We'll put Tin Can Pops in there. He can do pretty good. He's got a lot of guts, so he can take some hits. And this mech is going to get a little roasty toasty hot. This is the Flamer variant, so even though it's a polar, this should be a lot of fun to do. So we'll see how this rolls, and get some heat on those enemy mechs as well. And yeah, we'll throw Rack 386 into that fire starter, and it should be a good day. We've got multi-shot with coolant, and then fire starter. Guarded and stuff like that in cover. It's not really the best layout, but hey, we'll roll with it. Yeah. It's at the deploy button. It's a 1 skull. It could flex to a 2 skull. Let's see how bad this could get. As always, it could be horrible. It's all part of the fun. And, those moments where you just kind of go, oh my goodness, what just happened? Yeah, that's all part of the adventure, right? So, hey, thankfully, thank you very much for the follow, Technically Will. Welcome to the Burnt Toast Brigade. I'll make sure to add your name into the pilot pool here. So anytime someone follows the stream, we get their name added into the pool of pilots that we pull from. And anytime that we get a subscription, you get bumped up to the beginning of that list. Oh boy. Oh man, we're going to reach down to the grab bag of pirate voices. Hey, and Grugelkin as well. Welcome to the Burnt Toast Brigade. Oh man, it's been a fantastic day so far. And we're going to try our hands at a not throat murdering pirate voice. I kind of overdid it a few weeks ago, so I think we'll be okay. Let's give it a shot.
Arr! A medical relief caravan of pirate doctors who were aiding the wounded recovering from recent conflicts here in Valdor have been trapped behind enemy lines when hostilities resumed. A reinforced lance of vehicles which was sent to escort the caravan back to friendly lines has gone missing. Arr, and our pirates are desperate for assistance from anyone.
A paycheck is a paycheck, Commander, but we'd actually be doing some legitimate good for the civilians caught up in this mess. Keep an eye out. This is a war zone, so expect restoration resistance. Oh, man. We are taking a hard line against the restoration on this planet. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That's right. Thumbs up, Will. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Let's hit the begin mission. Let's see what we got going on. They take a swig of coffee. The caravan is just up ahead waiting for us. Looks like they have a MASH truck. Must be some seriously wounded on board. Toast, I've contacted the caravan. Proceed to their position and then roll out. Escort the docks to safety, keep them intact, and get out of there once they have been medevaced. Simple. I don't know. Let's see. Now, we did say this is a 1 skull mission. It could flex to 2 skulls because you get that normal you get a normal 1 skull flex up or down, right? With any mission, standard, and BattleTech, including 3025. But with pirate missions, you can effectively get another half skull flex in any direction. So this 1 skull could flex to a 2.5 skull mission. This is because with pirates, they're not quite trustworthy, right? So you're never really sure what you're going to be doing or seeing. So let's see. Let's do what we haven't done in a little while. We are backed up in a corner. That means reinforcements are likely not going to be on top of us or back behind us, which is good. We can kind of factor that into our probabilities. Here's where we got to go. We got to go in and get this particular rally point to trigger the convoy. here is one enemy mech of unknown origin. Where do we expect these mechs to go? There's going to be a location somewhere here that they're going to want to bail out on. And right now, I'm not easily seeing it. So that's going to be the question on where the evac point actually is. It's an escort mission, and I'm not seeing it. So, chat, if you see where it is, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to go in. We're going to fight this guy and whoever else is there. And then we're going to trigger it and see what we can do. So, we have up front in the Panther. We have the slow Panther, unfortunately, is Sarvik. We're going to have him roll up here into the road. And hopefully not block up too many people that are further down here that are behind him. Rack 386 in the fire starter. We're going to have him sprint all the way up here to the top. And it looks like there's a second contact up there as well. We still don't quite know what these mechs are. We do know they are mechs, however, which is really, really good. Ooh, and it's the Locust 1V. Okay. Not too worried about that, though that can spot for anything else that's out there that we just don't see yet. Tin Can Pops is coming up here. We're going to be doing some sprinting to get into position. Hey, Spinny, how's it going, man? Dude, what is up? Spinny says, this is why I secretly disabled the ejection system on my pirate mechs. Oh, man. Words are hard. English is hard today, but you know what? We're all in this together, so it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of them ejecting. It kind of gives agency to the AI pilots. Gives them more character. Yeah, it is what it is. Masochism mode is kind of how we're playing it, so... We're going to sprint all the way up here with our close quarters combat trebuchet. Oh, man, our QQB, our CQB trebuchet. And let's see, the Urana Restoration is just, man, we've been kicking their butts, and they've been kicking our butts back and forth all across this planet. And, yeah, we were kind of maybe friends before. We are not friends anymore. Holy crap. We've flipped the planet. We've blown up a base. We've stolen stuff. We've wrecked their hero lance. Oy vey. Been a crazy shindig. So I really want to know what that is. There's a locust in our face, and we can definitely punch that. So we're gonna go in, pivoting up here to the right-hand side to leave space for everyone to go on through on the roadway. And a Rack 386, buddy. Here you go. All the plus flamers, all the damage. Here we go. Punch and crunch, baby. Solid impact. Left leg destroyed. Finally unsettled. In comes the flamers. Someone's getting toasty, man. Oh, yeah, look at that. And it knocked it down. So if we get a chance to go again, we will definitely be getting one more round of fire on that mech, and it should be a little bit too hot to do a lot of crazy stuff. It's a Wasp 1A, ladies and gents. Into the back with a medium laser and an SRM2. These things are one of the mechs. Like, I have respect for the Locusts. We've turned those into a melee Locust, and they're super dangerous. These guys, I have a hard time taking them seriously when I've got mechs. Against vehicles, they can be dangerous, right? So usually what I do is I will strip out the jump jets and turn this into an SRM4. So I have a medium laser and an SRM4 and a ground-based Wasp. Is kind of how I kit these out. And I've had okay, what's the word? Success with those. So we'll see. Allykit says, minus one evasion on 3 mechs. That was highly effective for a machine gun. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's see here. 2 large lasers. We're going to move over here just to get some shots on this. We're not going to target that. We're going to go for this mech that's down. We're going to try to go for the leg if we're lucky. A hit and a miss. Looks like it went into the meat somewhere else other than the leg. That's okay, though. No worries with that. The Phoenix Hawk. We could jump on this, but I think we're going to hold off for just right now. We will, however, jump. It is a polar biome. Why not? Not really generating any heat with that. And it will use that to get the 10% damage boost on all our weaponry. And, yeah, sure. We'll go into the CT, or into the torso. There we go. And the CT, oh, dude, not CT. The left torso, left arm is destroyed. Pilot injured, and they're bailing. They're saying they're done. Nicely done, Tin Can Pops. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Pop-Tarts for everyone when we get back.
Ready for orders.
Havoc Robo's are going to be moving up here with the close quarters combat trebuchet. Rock'em Sock'em robots from a distance, twin SRM6s, quad medium lasers. Now, a lot of people will say, well, why am I shooting with all of these SRM6s, all my missiles, all my ballistic weaponry, below 50%? Like, it's a waste of a shot. And in most situations, the answer is yes. For me, I have a really long history of having ammo explosions, getting critted, and just having mechs dynamite, no matter what I do, right? And part of it's because I refuse to put ammo into the legs. Just because coming from tabletop, you don't do that, right? You want the ammo close to the weapon. So with that, I try to run as little ammo as I can. So for example, here on wherever it is, oh gosh, there we go, on the trebuchet. For this SRM6, we have 1 ton of ammo in this thing. And what that means is we start with 100 rounds. And as we go down, I think it's 1 ton, it might be 2. But once we get that ammo down to half value, what that means is that ammo bin or those ammo bins are not going to explode and detonate. You're not going to have a detonation once they do get critted. So a lot of my mechs, I'm going to run into crits. I'm going to run into situations where I will get penetrated through the armor, and internal crits are going to happen. So the goal is to get that ammo as quickly as possible down below the half mark on all of those ammo bins. If I could dump ammo like I could in the tabletop game, I would totally do that and solve that problem. But as it is, we expect to run out of our ballistics and fall back on punch and crunch and energy weaponry. So nothing too worrisome there. Now we only have jumping here to kind of aid a lot of extra damage. We can't really do a lot, but they are within flamer range technically. So we're going to reach up to the top of this pile up here and just light this wasp up. Oh man, get toasty. Oh baby. There we go, plus 22 heat, and they're going to be burning for 1 more turn as well. We're going to have Sarvik roll around here, protecting that right arm on this twin large lasers of Freedom Panther. Here we go. 1 hit, 1 miss. There goes an arm. Nicely done indeed. Sarvik, if you're out there watching, I know on Sundays you're kind of stuck doing a lot of stuff with work, so hopefully your day is going well. I know you catch up on these on YouTube as well, Betty, so hopefully things are going fantastic, man. We're thinking about you. All of us here in chat are saying hello. So, let's see here. Havoc Robo, we're going to come up on this side and shoot everything again. Again, we got coolant vent here. All things going well. Right torso destroyed. CT destroyed. Havoc Robo getting it done yet again. Oh, baby. That's right, man. Now we just need to go in and secure the caravan rally point. And with that, we need to really figure out where the heck they're going. I really don't know. It doesn't look like there's any landing pad features here on the map. And so it might just be going to a random location to try and get, like wherever this road is, somewhere up here. Maybe they're landing out here. I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell. But either way, we'll try to get ourselves positioned. The reason I'm looking for the landing pad, just to go through the thought process, the thought exercise here with chat, is because if we know where the landing pad is, we can position our mechs a little bit so that when we do trigger this, we can actually get ahead of where the convoy is going and we can start screening for the convoy. We're going to go up here with the trebuchet. No, we're not. We're going to have the trebuchet roll out here to the top. The Phoenix Hawk roll over here to this side because of jump jets. The fire starter kind of stay in the middle a little bit here, trying to stay out of the roadway. And we'll have the Panther, which is already long range as it is, jump a little bit closer, and we'll trigger that next turn. But that way we can, I'm assuming it's going this way based on where the road is. It's not going to go back to where we came from, is my guess. And so they're going to probably want to follow the road. And it's out here somewhere. I'm just not really sure. It's a big map, so it could be anywhere over here. That'd be a long, long way to go, but hey, what are you going to do? So we are going to hit the done button there, with the exception of the Panther, who will jump in and trigger the convoy. Here we go. Oh, man. Great job, Commander. You've secured the area around the caravan's position, and they're headed towards the extraction point now. Keep them alive. Keep in mind that the caravan will try to stay near you for protection. Head to the extract point and they should follow. Now, fingers crossed, chat, this is where we hope that our pirate allies don't just break the contract for us. We do sometimes have escort issues. We're rolling the dice, and at the very least, hopefully it will be a, a good faith withdrawal if we have to. So we'll see. We've got a harasser, twin SRM6s, which are pretty cool. There's the MASH truck ICE, intensive care extraction. Oh man, look at these trucks. Those are cool, man. They got a little turret here on the front too. Nice. Those are awesome, man. Pirate Sea and Profit can't pass it up. It's true, man. It's absolutely true. Another MASH truck and a Striker LRM-10 with an SRM-6. So we do have SRMs, which are kind of helpful. And then over here we have LRM-10, which is going to be ranged, which will be nice. And Alicat says ICE equals internal combustion engine. Is that what that actually is? MASH, mobile something something hospital, and ICE, internal combustion engine? I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know the lore well enough to know. So either way, super cool, man. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Mobile Army Surgical Hospital. Thank you very much, Google. Those are the words I was looking for. Fantastic, man. Chat, you lot are on point today. Fantastically cool. And the great Lord Hasek. Oh, man. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the adventure. How's it going today, buddy? Hopefully it's going okay. We're going to have some fun stuff going on here. I hope we're just going to let these guys do their things. Wow, they move really fast on the road. That is really awesome. Well, take that back. One of those do. That's probably a hover vehicle. Oh, man, this is going to be difficult. So, MASH was a good show. I watched that growing up. It definitely hits you right in the feels, you know? So it's good stuff, man. Is this a hover vehicle? It is. No wonder it's going real fast. The Harasser is pretty cool. How much armor does this have? A decent amount. Unfortunately, that's going to get to where we got to go ahead of all these other vehicles. So this is going to be a painful, painful exercise.
Receiving you.
We'll get through it. That's what pirates do. We'll just stay up here and kind of guard with the Panther in the back. It's not going to be any faster than these mechs anyway, so it'll be what it is. Hey, Havoc, how's it going? We got you right here, man. You're in a Trebuchet, our CQB, Close Quarters Combat Mech. That's right, buddy. Oh, man. Let's see. Where are those trucks going? They're making their way through. They're doing a thing. Wow, they are super slow. Oh, man. And spread out. We're going to have our work cut out for us. Absolutely. Oh, so here's the escort location. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move up here. Try to be somewhat guarded of this and watchful. We got to stay close to these mechs no matter what we do. It's going to be a bit of a pain, but hey, we're going to see if we can manage it. I don't want to get too far away and then have them break, which would be a huge bummer. So we're going to jump. Down here, I guess. Just getting a little bit closer with the Panther. And there goes the Harasser all the way up. It's going to trigger stuff right off the bat. So I got to catch up with our Trebuchet. Havoc Robo is going to be the tip of the spear, which is very noodly and squiggly in shape right now. So there's a lot of cool things we could talk about regarding spears and weapons and stuff like that at different eras. So with that being said, from a medieval perspective, who in chat has a favorite weapon? More than that, who in the internet out there watching on YouTube has their ideas of one? Post it in the comment section below. For me, I would have to say it's probably going to be a combination of weapons that are kind of similar, right? So the halberd, the billhook, the bardiche, pull weapons are just really intriguing to me. I don't know as if I could effectively learn to wield one compared to other stuff, but I think they're just really intriguing, like the history behind them, how they were created, what they were meant for, what was their primary purpose, their secondary purpose. There's a lot of cool stuff out there. As far as like the technicality of making weapons, Damascus steel, Japanese like sword making techniques and stuff are really, really cool. Does anyone in chat out there have an opinion on that? I don't know. I mean, as far as that sort of stuff goes, it's pretty darn nifty and neat. If I was found back in medieval times, I would probably be a person with an archery or crossbow is most likely what I would do. That's what I did growing up, not being in medieval times, but that's the sort of stuff, competition, target archery, and all that fun jazz. So it's good times, good fun. But that being said, let's get Havoc Robo sprinting up here, trying to get prepped for wherever the bad guys are going to come from. And we will get tin can pops up here with our Phoenix Hawk as well. And we'll just try to hang out nearby with our fire starter, while our Panther kind of brings up the rear here. Hopefully our Panther can take over for both of these and our fire starter can move up next turn. So here we go. It's going to be triggered. Oh, man. There it is. There it is indeed. That's right, Havoc. Burnt Toast Brigade. Oh, baby. More contacts on the sensors, Commander. Hard to say which side they're on in this war, but they're bound for your position. As usual, assume the worst. I usually do, Darius, with your intel. It is usually not reliable enough, so... Let's see. Allies are moving, doing their thing. They're getting a little bit closer. And then these guys down here are getting a little bit closer as well. Man. Thankfully, they're moving. Fingers crossed. Toes crossed. Eyes crossed. Thoughts crossed. Not the streams, though. Never cross the streams. Here comes in this big, giant dropship. So what Data King and I were kind of postulating earlier is it'd be really cool at this point if these things with their onboard weaponry actually started defending the drop-off point. That would be really, really cool. I think that'd be fun. I don't know as if that can happen in game, but that'd be pretty nifty. So we have a Stinger 3G up there and another mech coming in. This should be okay as long as we can get to grips with it. Who do we have? We've got these individuals down here.
Yes, Commander.
Rack 386. We're going to have you pivot up here to the top side and brace. There's not a lot we can do with the fire starter right now. We're going to rely on Havoc Robo and Tin Can Pops and the Phoenix Hawk to really push this hard to make this be successful. So the Stinger only has one medium laser, so it has to get really close. And the fire starter, however, is a bit more dangerous. These mechs, if they get in there and they do prioritize our targets, will definitely cause significant problems. So with that, we're going to jump up here with this mech, trying to split the gap between this vehicle, and this vehicle. So we'll see how that goes. Next turn, we should have a chance to get some shots in with the Panthers, so fingers crossed. Yeah, Great Lord Hastic says as well, I don't know about this game, but most definitely in tabletop they can. Spot on, absolutely true. Yeah, in tabletop and stuff like that. Even in MechWarrior 5 and MechWarrior Online, as I found out a couple nights ago when we were doing trying to do some faction play, these things shoot you when they come flying in. Here in tabletop, they definitely don't. Or not in tabletop. Here in BattleTech by HBS, they definitely don't. That'd be really cool if they did. I don't know if they have any hard points or not. I don't see any weapon systems on them here, at least visible, so. Oh man, they would be awesome if they put in unions and overlords. That would be fantastic. There were some modders talking about it. I just don't know if it ever happened. So, I mean, poke around Nexus mod page, poke around the HBS forums, and I would definitely ask around. It's something that probably that they would definitely do. Let's see. All right. Where do we have here? So we have Havoc Robo. We don't need to guard this guy anymore. He's way over here. So we're going to move up. Oh, not quite within range just yet. So we're going to hold off on that. Tin Can Pops, however. Can we get line of sight? We can if we go over here. So we're going to jump, get that damage bonus. Not quite, though. So we're going to go over here with Tin Can Pops and the Phoenix Hawk, getting that large laser on a target. Here we go. 13% chance. We're going to go for it. It's not going to generate any heat, and it will strip an evasion pip as we're slowly targeting him in, so. Ooh, Hasek says that Leopards have 2 PPCs, 3 LRM-20s, 7 medium lasers, and 5 large lasers. Oh, man, that would be brutal. So, yeah, Alicat, you're right. This game does have unions and overlords as decorations. I think maybe one union dropship is in the campaign. On occasion, you'll see a glitch where instead of a Leopard, a union dropship will land, which is pretty cool. But beyond that, I don't think that you'll see them anywhere else. So it'd be up to the modders to really decide if they can pull those models in and get all the systems plugged in to make them work. But we definitely know that you can swap between them. Just in the campaign itself, you go from a Leopard to the Argo. So we know that exists. So I think there's some modders that were out there working on that. I just don't know on where the status was for that right now. So we're going to reserve. Let the allies go, it looks like. Zooming around the corner. And there comes the MASH truck all the way up. And this little guy really should be moving too. I'm gonna reserve one more time. And there he goes. Nice. Woo! And LRM-10's going in for the win, assisting us. Nice. Oh man, I love it when the AI convoy escorts actually are very, very useful. I've run into once where we actually had a Von Luckner on our side, which was really cool. So, but ladies and gents, give me one moment. I'm gonna pause. We'll be right back. I just gotta go and square away some cats that got into trouble. I'll be right back in a few moments. Thank you much. All right, and we're back. Kitty cats have been taken care of. And just getting into all sorts of trouble. So, they're a lovable bunch. I love them. But hey, right now we are playing BattleTech. So, let's go see what we got going on here. Havoc Robo. Oh man, we can't really reserve anymore. So we're going to get Havoc to come up here and sprint. Kind of get face to face with these guys from cover. And hopefully we can make that work for ourselves. Get them to come in and we can basically get them into our optimal weapon ranges for this mech up here. And allow our Panther with our two large lasers, the long range weaponry on there, to actually come in and actually be somewhat useful. So that's kind of where we're going. That's kind of what we're up against. I'm trying to keep these mechs moving down here, which is unfortunately more difficult than is sometimes the case. So we're going to try to stay close to them so they can pivot. I think we'll be okay with the 2 mechs that we have up top up there. Oh, the fire starter's getting airborne. Holy cow. That is an aggressive move right there, sir. Trying to assert dominance, but I tell you what, it's not going to happen. We are definitely going to stay in here and get this pushing towards completion. Man, there's still a lot of... We still got to wait for this guy to move. Man. That being said, we can pivot from where we are right now and get some shots, and so we'll do that with the Panther. That was always one of our goals. Not a great chance to hit, but you know what? In this cold biome, it's not really costing us anything, so we're going to get those 2 shots. We actually got a hit on in there on that Stinger and got one of those legs down to 1 internal structure. Fantastically done. Ooh, and there is a 3rd mech that we did not spot. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Let's see what we got happening here. Tin can pops.
Awaiting orders.
Able to get up here. I want to make sure that we get that mech tagged. We're going to break cover just a little bit. We should be jumping. I forgot about that, but hey, it is what it is.
Copy that.
There goes a miss and a solid hit. And so his CT is now opened up on that. Oh, man. These guys are on 50% of the normal armor. My guess is lore-wise here, because this planet has been war-torn and they're basically significantly losing the war. The planet's already flipped. These guys are basically just trying to prevent stuff from happening, and they probably have already taken a lot of damage from previous battles. So that's the fun little side note from that we're rolling with. What do we want to do? Do we want to go after that or this? I think we're going to keep going after the 3R over here. And we're not going to get quite within. You can see the 2 orange pips right here. We are in optimal range. We are going to keep wrecking this Stinger. Hopefully with all of these, we'll get a really good chance to hit. Oh, head hit, leg hit. Oh, man. That is 1 pilot injury right off the bat from the head, and then another one from being hit on the ground. Oh, man. Hopefully our LRM's allies can help kind of work this through and make this count a little bit better. There we go with the Stinger. It's probably going to be able to LRM. There it is. Fingers crossed. They're going for the head. Not quite enough. We do have to keep an eye on this fire starter. It is not yet tagged, but it is going for us. Going for this close quarter stuff. We might jump on it. We'll see how that works. We do want to make sure that our mechs are still relatively in one piece as long as possible, simply because we need them. We have a lot of other mechs that are being repaired quite heavily right now. Let's see. So the fire starter is going to move over here. Can we jump any further? Not really. Doing this with a fire starter is because we kind of have to keep these mechs moving, or these Vs moving down here. Otherwise, they're going to say, oh, we lost line of sight and we can't do anything. Stinger's coming in, and we're now starting to get swarmed a little bit, so I need to get the Panther up to the next ridge to continue to provide fire support. And thankfully, with this mech being up here, we can definitely do that. I don't want to get too close. I don't want to bork that vehicle up, so we're going to step back just a little bit, trying to stay out of its sphere of influence. I don't really know what breaks it. And we're going to go for this. We're going to see 2 large lasers. That's 45. We should be able to hit this. But we're going to go for the head because if we miss, it's going to go down towards the CTs anyway. So here we go. 1 shot and a miss. And that damage did some damage. Unfortunately, it is still alive. It is still doing its thing. And they are waking back up. It's so weird to see Iran Restoration Forces on the Op 4. Oh, man. If they get any closer, these guys are going to be opening up with their SRMs. See, in this situation, this is where I want this Leopard to just start opening up on these things. But such is life. It is what it is. Tin can pops. What to do, what to do. We could jump on stuff. That would do a lot of damage. We might lose almost all of our leg armor. I think we would. But... oh, man, that's actually not a bad idea. Maybe it is. 50%, 40%. Yeah, it's not really great percentage chances. Now, we usually don't shy away from that stuff. We do usually want to make sure that we have good opportunity to get some shots in here. So we're going to keep going after, I guess, the fire starter now. We're going to jump to get that damage increase. We're going to go for it. Get those large laser and medium laser. There we go. Right torso, right arm destroyed. There's a pilot injury right off the bat. Nicely done, Tin Can Pops. Oh, yeah, man. Our allies are finally rolling up a little bit. The MASH truck is getting closer and closer. We're trying to keep them engaged. Havoc Robo, what to do, what to do, what to do. I think we're going to roll up here. And we're trying to keep all these guys just tagged up, right? So we're going to do this. And we're going to go after the Stinger up here. We are going to get a little hot. We're going to pop our coolant vent. Now, that being said, this mech up here just needs to get tagged. That's all it needs to do.
On it.
There we go. A lot more damage rolling in. Not a fantastic amount, but enough to get the pilot to be unsettled, which is really, really good. And our other mass truck is coming in. I really want to see this Lerm take on some of these vehicles up here, or some of these mechs, as it were. Here we go. Will that be enough? There it is. Pilot ejected. Bloody heck, they say, as our own vehicle goes in, our own strike.